And right there, we are on air. We are on air. I'm gonna give everybody a little time to come on here because this might be my most controversial video. I said might because I always say that, right? This might be my most controversial video. So welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. How's everybody doing? Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share. All right. Oh, let me adjust the lights. Let me adjust the light. All right. Make sure y'all. I'm just gonna give people enough time to come on before I can go ahead and rant. You dig what I'm saying? So we right here. I'm in the house. How's everybody doing? Hello, everyone. What's up? What's up, Father Menace? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Father Menace in the house. Washington County, new state. Hello, everyone. Good to see you. Thanks, everybody. To all my new subscribers, thank y'all. Thank y'all for subscribing to my new channel. I said new channel. I got to talk too fast. My channel. My new channel is my backup channel. What's going on, Tanya? How you doing, Tanya? How you doing? Good to see everybody over here. Oh, I want everybody to let the title speak for itself, okay? I wait till at least 20 people get on before I start ranting, but I'm gonna let the title speak for itself right here. Before I start ranting, the name of this title says, "Is welfare coming to an end?" Is welfare coming to an end with a question mark? Y'all look at it right there. And then right after that, it said, "Make the ghetto great again." Make the ghetto great again. Make the hood great again. We don't need no projects. Make the ghetto great again. Oh, I'm ranting already. You know what I'm saying? But by tearing down these projects, because it was a good thing they tore down a project, but Chicago had the bad intention to do it, but it's a good thing. Make everything better. Make the ghetto great again. See, people probably flagging this video right now, think it's going to be hate speech, and it ain't even hate speech. They flag on video before I even say a word. They look at the title and say flag on, boom, flag, boom, flag, boom. What's going on, Gina? What's up, D. Clever? What's up, brother? What it do, man? We will be collaborating soon, bro. We'll be collaborating, Jay. What's going on? So the great douchebag. What's up, the Don? Hey, always to see you. Good to see you, Gina Patriot. That's my mod right there. Right there. Tanya. Some other mod right there. Other mod right there. Shout out. What's up, Nacho live stream? What's up, Nacho? Nacho in the house. Hey, stick around. You probably get on here a little bit, man. If you stick around, because I just want to get my rant on here. You dig? What's up, Ed Williams? Bruce S. How you doing? Christy B. You said hi, y'all. Mayberry in the house. I love you saying that. Mayberry in the house. What's up, the great douchebag? You know what I'm saying? And who else? Man, that's it, man. What's up, Archer? Good to see you over here, Archer. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like to acknowledge, people that's in my chat room and, man, just show them mad crazy love. You dig? And sometimes I get to rant and I don't see comments and stuff, man. I don't see people's stuff right here. You dig? And I just want to just go ahead and bring the heat because they need the heat. They don't need nothing. They don't need nothing sugar coated. Matter of fact, they don't even need no NutraSweets. Forget it. They don't even need no Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi. Nothing sugar coated. They don't need no NutraSweet in those. Because remember when you have a Diet Pepsi, come on now, Diet Coke, it tastes real bitter, like, ooh, but you had no choice but to drink it because you want to get something down your throat. You want to get that bubble and taste of that soda pop. You dig what I'm saying? Then you put NutraSweet in it. That's sugar coated. That sugar coated the Diet Pepsi. That sugar coated the Diet Dr. Pepper. I know I'm talking out of my mind, but it's the truth. It's the facts. You sugar coat it, and that means you would not. All you don't get is like this here. Ooh, tell you something that they really want to hear. Guess what? Try drinking one of them tabs. Remember them tabs that your grandmama had? My grandma had a tab. It was all bitter, but we was all cool. Like, you know what? Ooh, I want something. I don't want no water. I don't want no water. Shoot, ain't no foolish. You dig? That's how you gotta come to them. Oh, y'all know how I get the rant to y'all. Oh, please. And so the name of this video, I'm going to go ahead with the title and say, "Is welfare coming to an end? Make the hood great again." What's going on, Jess Deplorable? Good to see you in here. Good to see you in the chat room. But is welfare coming to an end? Because I'm gonna tell you this: I seen people abuse welfare. Because I'm from the city of Chicago, right? So I'm gonna talk about this. I don't think people are gonna like this. I don't think the hood rat, the bed wench is gonna like this. I don't think they're gonna like this. I don't think the angry black women gonna like this. I don't think they're gonna like this. But it's the truth. That's why you got a lot of black women that are so angry. A lot of black women are so angry because they get angry when you cut their free stuff. I mean, I ain't saying this black women, black men too, but it's mostly the angry black women because they're so used to it. Yeah. And they get so angry. You know? Have kids for money. Have kids for free stuff. Because I seen it. I remember living in Chicago. Yeah, hood rat. That's what they is. Gina, they are hood rats. Hood rats. Chicago, I knew someone, I'm telling the truth, that was getting $350 a month with with 2 kids on welfare. 2 kids in the city of Chicago. So the hood rats heard the word that if you move to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, I'm gonna say, if you move to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, they're gonna double it and maybe triple it. And so the houses are cheaper. So guess what? A lot of these Chicago people, it's an hour and a half from Chicago, right? Milwaukee, right? They come out of nowhere. Oh, I'm moving out here. All of a sudden, I'm running to big old Chicago people down in Milwaukee. What the hell are you doing out here, man? Chick got about 8 kids, getting back about $1,200 a month. Living up to selling their food stamp, eating better than me. People on welfare eating better than me. I will get to that in a little bit. Because I don't think YouTube is ready for this message. Okay? You grow up, you go in a freezer. They got food falling out the freezer. And they still selling their food stamps. And they still getting high. They still getting their weave and fake nails. They getting their weave and their fake nails with the welfare money instead of go ahead and trying to be an example. But they sitting there being leeches, leeching off the government. And wonder why that black men run to these white women. Oh, they ain't gonna like it. And wonder why. We run to y'all. To the white woman. You know? I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. And wonder why we run to the white women. You know? You sitting there being I said that the word, being a opportunist. You know, like I said the other day, America is not the land of opportunity, but the land of opportunities. They're opportunities. For real. What's up, John? For real, land opportunities, because they want an opportunity. They want to go ahead and learn and leech and leech and leech. And that ain't right. So let's get back to this. Is welfare coming to an end? And guess what? Why they mad? And guess what? This is why Nancy Pelosi is pushing for all this. Like, they don't want the wall to come. They don't want the wall to come. They want to create civil war up in here. They want to bring the illegals out here, the illegal immigrants, the illegal ISIS. They want to bring them all up in here. And then you got in the ghetto. Meanwhile, in the ghetto, you got the angry black women right here. I'm just saying, because man. Because the agenda is to put the black men in jail. For real. They want more single black women in the hood. That's what the Democratic Party is pushing. That's what the Democratic Party want. They want single black women in the hood. They don't want fathers in the home. They don't want that. I don't think y'all hearing me. Let me go ahead and take a sip real quick before I go ahead and rant again. All right. Talking to chat with everybody. I'm going to come on in a second. Let me sip this really quick. You already know, Ryder. Yeah. But, I don't like to rant for a long time. Now, matter of fact, I ain't gonna get no guests on here. I'm gonna hold this video down by myself tonight because I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired of the fuckery. That's what I'm tired. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it because that is all it is. That's all it is. Money for kids. They living for weed and money. They living for weed and money. You know how Master P said? Live for bitches and blunts. We live for weed and money. You live for bitches and blunts. We live for weed and money. Come on now. I'm talking to, I know it. I know it because I've been there. You got these hoochie mamas. Hoochie mamas just mad. Angry black women. Angry. I don't know why you're angry. You know, don't get mad. I once had a white woman told me, like, hey man, if you black women start treating the man right, start doing this, maybe we won't snatch y'all up. I'm just being honest. I'm not creating hate speech or nothing. I'm just being honest. I'm just trying to give you some honesty for that ass. They kill babies. They support Planned Parenthood. Come on. Come on. You know what I'm saying? But then you got some good black women, good conservative black women that they don't act like that. See, I'm not saying all black women, so I'm gonna go right back to that. Come on now, you know the activists that I hang around with, black women. You got some great ones that do videos and that's out there. I have seen real conservative women, so I'm not saying all black women, but I'm just talking about what I've seen and where I'm at. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know when I'm gonna bring that fire. Y'all know when I'm gonna light it up. Because it's a lot of stuff that I've been holding in, and I'm gonna start saying, I'm gonna start making videos like this. We ain't got time to be political anymore. I'm not even talking about Trump too much, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm wearing a Trump 2020, make liberals cry again, and make America great again. It ain't even about politicians, damn it. It ain't even about politics, damn it. It ain't even about that. It's about the cause. It's about the principles. That's what it's all about. And I'm sick and tired of y'all not being sick and tired. See, I came to a point in my life that I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Every day, you got to have an attitude that I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. These people ain't sick and tired of being sick and tired. They love being sick. They're even sick and tired because they love the nonsense they're going through. Woo! Because I'm just tired. Can I get a witness? Y'all know what I'm talking about. They act like you can't be real people no more. They act like you gotta be robots nowadays. But you can't be real people. You gotta be a person with these artificial intelligence. Artificial flavor. That's the real flavor. They don't want the real flavor. They want artificial flavor. They don't want they don't want the 100% orange juice. They want the orange drink. That's something you would say, Ryder. That's something you say. They don't want the orange juice. They want the orange drink. How many people want the orange juice? You don't want that orange drink all the time, all that stuff. You want the orange juice. Sometimes you want to just suck the juice. You want the fruit pulp up in there. You want the real full effect up in there. Come on now.
Oh, stop, man. Stop out.
Sex stars.
They
ain't ready for the truth. I should just cut this video off right now because people ain't ready for this truth because they're putting hate speech. I should just cut this video off, delete it. This is how social media is. This is what social media don't want. This is what social media don't like. This is why they don't want a person like me with 200,000 subscribers. Yes, I said it. That's why they don't want a person like me out there.
They want that.
This is why they don't want that. They don't want Maurice Delp to have these 500,000 subscribers. They don't want that. There's too much for social media to handle. Next. They ain't understanding that, Jack. They ain't understanding that. They don't have an understanding. They suffer from a lack of knowledge. They suffer from a lack of communication. They suffer from a lack of dignity. They suffer from a lack of respect. They suffer from respect. They suffer from a lack of intellectual conversation. They suffer from a lack of brains. Come on, man, I keep on doing. I can say a million things right now. I should say a million things. They suffer from a lack of humanity. They suffer from a lack of love. They are suffering for the lack of kindness. Come on now. Can I keep them going? It's a million things I can do this for like 5 hours. Don't get me started. I'm gonna calm down before I get my blood pressure up on right now. I'm just gonna calm down and get a little bit more just mellow right now. Okay. I'll just rant in about 10, 15 more minutes. Okay. All right. How's everybody doing? Good to see you. You said turn little boys into queens. 10-year-old boys dressed as posting with naked man. That's the truth. You see what I had to do? Go around it. I know how to do that. I know how to play that game. Here we go. Y'all already know what I'm talking about. Make sure I hit that like button, everybody up here. Let me see how many ain't hit that like button up here. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. My bad. I got to share this on Facebook. If anybody, one of my Facebook friends, share this on Facebook and tag me, okay? Tag me on Facebook, any one of my Facebook friends. Because I got a lot to say. I got a 3-hour worth of stuff to say. I can do this. I can do this vlogcast by myself. I really can. Sometimes I just don't want to. I want to give everybody a chance to talk. But guess what? Since I do that so much, right? Oh, yeah, I ain't gonna like this, what I'm about to say. Since I do that so much, there's always drama on here. Since I let everybody talk on here, people get mad when you let everybody talk. Everybody can't talk. Oh, that person, I don't like that person. I'm off this video. Well, bye, Felicia. I'm tired of this. I'll give everybody a freaking voice on here. But you know what I'm saying? But you know what? Maybe I'm better off right now because I want to deal with that right now. I'm just like, it's so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody has a message, but guess what, y'all? We got to be aware because these people are trying to dehumanize. They keep on trying to dumb down the black community. Like I'm gonna go back to the title: Is welfare coming to an end? Is welfare coming to an end? It's coming to an end. Yes, it is coming to an end. I got news for you. That's why they are mad. That's why they are mad because welfare is coming to an end. That's why they are extremely mad. Everybody go ahead and share this. Throw this on here. But they are mad because welfare is actually coming to an end. It's going to get to a point people are actually going to lose their food stamp. They're not going to have no house up in there. And they're going to show you the Democratic Party, they don't want to do it. They want to keep you down. They want to keep you stuck. No, it's Trump. No, it's Nancy Pelosi. It's the Democratic Party that's want to keep y'all stuck and dumbed down and keep y'all living in the cave. They want to bring the Cabrini Greens back. They want to bring the Robert Taylor Project back. They want to bring all the tall projects back. They want to bring everything back. They want to bring the food stamp back. They really, oh man, oh my God. That's why they want to put Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill. Because they trying to say they want to put Harriet Tubman on some food stamps, on a food coupon. That's what they basically going to do. You might as well. They might as well put Harriet Tubman. Oh my God, that is pure political correctness. The way they be acting, they're pure politically correct, but they ain't even correct. I'll be like, come on now. Do you fucking know him? I edit that when I get back. I'll be trying to cuss on my video, but man, you get tired. Yeah, people already know about the Cabrini Green activist, Granny, for real. Come on, Cabrini Green, come on, 714 right there. Hold on, my mouth getting dry. But look, I'm gonna go back to the title. Is welfare coming to an end? Trump derangement syndrome is real. We are the crew. All right. What's going on? What's going on, Rita? Rita, I see you. Rita, if you want to come on, you can come on here because I did my rant. Oh, my mouth is dry. Ooh, because I've been ranting. I'm losing my voice over here because I've been ranting. You know? But is welfare coming to an end? Yes, it is. Free stuff is about to be history because our president is making history. Our president, Donald J. Trump, is making history. He has made history. That's why they're mad. They're mad because history has been made. You know, welfare is coming to an end. Drug tests. That's automatically going to kill welfare right there. That shows you right there, drug test. Oh, take my drug test. Oh, man. These people be taking my food stamp. They're going to take my food stamp. No, they didn't. We got to vote Democrat. We got to vote for the Democratic Party right now. Because they taking my food stamp. You know we screwed. We'll probably be homeless and all this. They don't come on now. The dumbed down black community. They take with Shaquita, what's Shamika? They taking away my food stamp. Yeah, because Pookie's still in jail too. Pookie ain't getting out. I think he filed an appeal right now, but Pookie probably ain't getting out for about 10 years. But yeah, I still got my side nigga right here. I still got my side nigga right here. Yeah, Shamika. Yeah, I hear you, Shamika. Yeah, so they're gonna all vote. You're gonna get all the kids like hold up the Democratic Party, the blue side. Yeah, vote Democrat, vote Democrat, vote Democrat, vote Democrat, vote Democrat. Oh my God. If that ain't dumbed down, what is that? Vote Democrat. They acting like the Antifa zombies too. They sit here like this here. Yeah, vote Democrat. And you got the white hippies right over here. Like, yeah, yeah, that's where we go. That's where you go. You got them over here like, yeah, we got more blacks. I'm so sorry for what we did to your ancestors. I'm so sorry for what we did from chopping off Kunta Kinte's foot. I am so sorry what we did to him. He should have. I wish you would have said the name was Toby before he wouldn't have got hit like that. They watch too much TV. But oh, I'm so sorry. I take you deserve reparation like the Indians. You deserve it just like the Indians does. The Indians, you does. I feel so sorry. They sitting there with their lips all pierced and stuff, man. Like everything pierced. Look, even the hand pierced and stuff. Yeah, they got the head pierced and stuff. Come on now, man. They got everything pierced. You know what I'm saying? Probably got the crack of the ass pierced. I'm just being honest with you. This a method. Man, don't get me started, y'all. I say too much. I'm gonna get flagged. But that's all right. You know, flag on, flag on, flag on. Because this is the truth on, truth on, truth on, truth on, not truth off. I will never be off with the false news. I will never be off with the fake news. So, whoo-wee. All right, let me calm my tail down for a second. How's everybody doing over here? And I will get into this in a little bit, but I'm just talking, enjoying everybody in the chat room because the chat room does light up this vlogcast. What's up, the Archer? You said life. I was going, bro. Is this your first time here too? Life. Oh, look, I'm missing people in the chat room. We got new subscribers. Oh, what's up, G Life? How you doing, brother? Good to see you on there, brother. Sisters, I don't know if you do or whatever. Yeah, glad you're doing good. All right. You said you need Hillary in jail. We all need Hillary in jail. We all need Hillary in jail. We all need Hillary in jail. We need criminals in jail because if criminals is not in jail, they can keep on hurting the next person. I mean, real talk, right? Trump needs to defund it. Okay, what's up, Watt? We got Watt now. We got a lot of new people up in here. That's what's up. Appreciate it. Yeah, the chat room is great with amazing people. You know what I'm saying? Because the chat room, we had our ups and downs in the chat room. We do. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, man. Just ignore it. I try to even keep trolls on here sometimes. Some trolls I try to do that. I keep Bob on here, but I don't get on Bob. But anyway, hood rats with hand-me-down. I'm gonna talk about that again. I'm gonna go back. I was just now I'm not gonna go back and be serious right here, yo. Hood rats with hand-me-down. They want hand-me-downs. Look, I ain't talking about the clothes because the clothes be all brand new. Kids got on the fresh pair of Jordans. It's hand me down. The money is hand me down. Everything is hand me down. They wanted to hand them down the food stamp. Hand them down that Section 8. Hand them down a whole house. I'm telling you, I get tired of going. I get tired of they living better than you. You got people on food stamps looking better than people living better than people that work. I'm working at a freaking job, just living from paycheck for paycheck, and I barely have food in my house. Let me be honest. I barely have food in my house. No, not to say I'm starving, but you go in my refrigerator. I purposely do that. I go in the refrigerator. I have me like a frozen pizza right there. I have some frozen chicken right there and a salmon right there. I don't like stack up like that. So you know what? I'm by myself and I go ahead, I go bake my chicken. I do this, and I get a lot of free stuff from my job. And I ain't gonna lie, I live off of that free stuff because I work in an organic grocery store, right? They got the hot food bar. I get to take that stuff home every day, the hot food. So I live off that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I live off the stuff. I pay for food. So look at me, I'm buzzing right here, you dig? So I don't buy groceries. I live off the hot bar. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I want to buy some stuff and treat myself. I do this. I go to a restaurant, I order something, but most of my food, look at this. I get the rotisserie. Look, Ain't like it's like 3 days long. It's 1 day long. They get to throw it out. They got to throw it out the same day. Before they throw it out, they give it to us. And most people don't do that. That's a blessing right there. We can live off the food there, and the food is expensive. But you got these people that's on welfare that has food stamps, right? They got all these kids by these different baby daddies. I'm gonna say all these, not baby daddy, because I got two different baby mamas too. I ain't talking about that. But I'm talking about all these, but they sitting there abusing it, using that child support right here. I'm gonna get him for child support. I'm gonna get him for child support. And I get this welfare check right here. They got freezers full of food. They got $1,000 damn near worth of food stamps and stuff. They sell until they selling their food stamps. They got ribs. They got refrigerators full of stuff right here. Freezers full of meat and all this. I don't even have them sell me their food stamps. I ain't gonna lie, they sold me their food stamps before. I did. I ain't gonna lie. But they sit here like this. All this. Like, I can show you a picture of my refrigerator right now, and I'm working. I work 40 some hours a week. I ain't how they got no food up in there. But you got to, I'm just being honest. It's crazy. Living it up. They be getting high. They come up to the money to smoke them a blunt all the time. They be with their stomachs all pregnant as hell. Yeah, Yeah, my baby daddy get paid today. Even though he gives us child support, yeah, he can get this cooler, but he got to pay me for it. Oh my God. Hood rat. Damn hood rats. Get tired hood rat. Hood rats. It's like, come on now. I can't deal with these people anymore. I can't deal with these leechers anymore. Because all they do is leech. Yep. Because we supporting everyone else. And that's the truth. I'm just like, come on, yo. Hold on. Dang it. Hey, sorry. I get to talking and woo-wee. There you go. Let's see, I got a better connection over here. I'm just looking at my phone right here. All right, I'm back, y'all. All right. But I'm going to go back to the title again. Is welfare coming to an end? Question mark. Is it coming to an end? It's going to come to an end. I've been saying this these past 2 months that nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. Tanya Seals, you said, so glad you went on live more. I'm glad I went on live too, because I just felt it was itching to be scratching. I had to go ahead and say this. And I'm going to start talking more about this. I'll have more parts on this video. You dig? Because I want other people's input on this. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about the drug test before you get you some food stamp. What's wrong with that? You got to take a drug test before you get you a job sometimes. So why not? You know what I'm saying? Don't give me that privilege. That's what I'm talking about. You got black privileges too. You ain't just got white privileges. Come on now. These people be tripping me out. I'll talk about white privilege later. They got classes for white privilege. I'm like, come on now. This is insane. Insane to the prison. Insane to the prison. Drug test. And they're mad about that. What's up, Father Menace? How you doing, Father Menace? I'm just man, it's so much, you know what? There's a lot of stuff I got to say. I haven't even said this yet. So beware, to be continued. Should they do alcohol tests for them too? You know what? It's kind of touchy. You know what? If they ain't got no job, if they got money to buy alcohol, do an alcohol test. Yep. If you got a job, you don't use the government money for no alcohol. Next. Don't use my money. I'm supporting your habit. I'm supporting your habit. Next. Yep. What about cigarettes? Yep, that too. That's a habit that can harm you. It's your own habit. For real. It's your own habit. Long as you get you something to eat, give your baby some clothes. Hey, I say get the receipts. That'll make you really want to get a job. Man, I'm a slave, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, man. They talking about Trump is a crazy ass president. I'll be worse than Trump being a president. I'll be worse than them. They would have been assassinated me. Stuff that I say, the stuff that I do. You know? Yes, Hillary has a long kill list. Amen, amen, amen. What's up, Steve? But this is real. We got to be real, y'all, because welfare is not real. Welfare is a fantasy land. Welfare is fantasy island, making you think that you earn that money. This is my money. This is my check. I pay the bills up in here. You can get out my house. I pay for the food up in here. And I look like, oh my God. I pay for the food up in here. I did it. I paid your way. No, the welfare paying your way. The welfare paying for your baby daddy that ain't supposed to be living in that doggone house. You dig? And you want to live. They choose to live like the Hitler days. Hood rats. You know? I mean, this is why I'm just saying. I'm just being honest. This is why I stopped dating a lot of these black women. I'm just saying, I'm just being honest. You know, you say I can go to government since there's too many forms to fill out. It's too many forms to fill out. Since too many forms to fill out, you might as well go out and fill out an application. At least, look, you can go on your computer. Look, you can stay at home and do it now. I can go on my laptop and fill out an application. That ain't even hard to do. Fill out forms and forms and forms and forms. You got to come back here, meet with your caseworker. Man, I'd rather see my boss one time. Matter of fact, I don't even want to see my boss. I just want to do my job and go home. I don't even want to see nobody. You dig? I'm just saying. You know, we got this, yo. We got the flow over here. You dig? Hold on, y'all. Give me a minute. Bear with me. Everybody in the chat room talk. I got to do something really quick, okay? But it's the freaking real stuff over here. I'm just trying to invite the guests on here because this guest right here is very 100% true, 100% legit, 100% correct, 100% not politically correct. Did that rhyme? Yes, all right. Hey, that's how we do it. This is how we do it. Dun, dun. I got you. I just invited you. Mm-mm. All right. What's going on, activist Granny? Yeah. What's up, Sweetie One? Everybody. Said for real? But you know what? People don't want to know the truth. People don't want to feel the truth. They don't want to see the truth. They don't want to be the truth. They want to be a bunch of lies. They want to be a bunch of lying people. They want to live a lie. They want to live on fantasy. They want to live in Fantasy Island. Fantasy Island. They live off Hollywood. They have the Hollywood agenda. That's what they have. Oh yeah, I remember that government cheese. Hey, I talk about the later. The government cheese did have the best grilled cheese, but no, I get on that later. I just want yeah, but yeah, I know about that, you dick. I'm just like, man, it's a lot we got to do, yo. So much. You said the plane or from plane? All right.
What's going
There she
on,
go.
bro? What's going on?
What's going on, sis? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You see this title of this video, right? I said, is welfare coming to an end? Make the ghetto great again.
I mean, I was just telling someone today how serious this is and people getting upset about the government being closed down. But this is warning signals to everybody to start saving money, stop buying all these Jags. And, I don't like throwing the race card out, but, black folks need to stop buying cars and all this stuff and start putting money away. Diamonds, gold, stuff that's going to matter because we coming to the days where this seriously change. We're headed to some real bad times. It's not, good times are not. At least we can get through with these Democrats. What's her name? What's that lady here from out here in California that's wanting to run for president? Camilla. She's not going to win. She's not going to even get.
Right. Dumbasses.
Black people don't even want her. I don't. Black folks don't even want her. Everybody's been asking me about that today. I was like, well, I'm not voting for her. I mean, this is serious, man. I mean, people need to really. My income tax, getting them back or not, is not affecting me right now because my grandmother
No.
taught me long time ago, Mo. Put your money up. Stop buying name brand clothes. Stop buying all this stuff.
Yep.
Save money. Save your money because I want the wall. I can sacrifice.
Mm-hmm. Sacrifice. Obedience is better than sacrifice.
Man. I mean, you see how
You
they want
feel
to
me?
kill the babies and everything? I mean, why people don't see this? What's going on? Nobody sees what's going on. They want to kill babies at full term?
Yep. They're blind to the fact. They're blind to the fact.
Mm-mm-mm.
They're blind. They're
Yeah,
blind. It's so way.
real blind. I mean, and it's sad because if you got any friends, you better keep the real ones because we gonna have we gonna need
Yep.
each other. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, we are all gonna need each other
Hey,
one day soon. And if any fake friends, I get rid of them. I don't have time for no
hell yeah.
fakeness. We got to
For
be
real.
real and stick together with what's going on. No matter what color your damn skin is, we need to come together as a unit.
Yep. There's a unit. Go ahead, read it. Wait a second. Yep. There's a unit.
It's just sad,
So,
man. It's sad. I
it is.
mean, out here in California, I tell people, why do you come here? For weather? For weather. I'd rather go somewhere else and just deal with the weather that's jacked up. California is screwed. It is.
It is.
I mean, Mo, it's bad out here, man. I don't know why people want to come here. I don't get it.
It's like going back to Sodom and Gomorrah, right?
Pretty much. Because what is right is wrong. What's wrong is right. Homosexuality overpowers straight people. Transgender overpowers everything. I mean, anything that is against God, they're all for it. I was just asking somebody about the political parties. Who would you
Oh,
vote
man.
for? Democrat, Republican? I said you wouldn't as a Christian, why would you vote for the party that goes against everything's against God? And this lady said, well, they both are. I said, oh, really? I don't see the Republicans attacking me as a Christian. I see the Democrats attacking me as a Christian. They're trying to take
Mm-hmm.
away anything that we teach that's true of God. They want you to teach your children that there is all type of genders when it's only a boy and a girl. Like when you go to the Boy Scouts, it says Boy Scouts.
Yeah. Now they made it to scouts. To
Really?
scouts.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah. I did a video about that like about 8 months ago. Scout. No, Boy Scout. They took the word girl. They're doing scout now. Everybody being
Wow.
together. It ain't that Cub Scout, Girl Scout, Boy Scout. Ain't gonna be no Girl Scout cookie. It's gonna be Scout cookies.
Wow.
Man, for real. Go look that up. Scout.
I'm gonna have to
They
look
said we
that
gotta
up.
be equal. Yeah, man. That's that's why I got flagged on one of my videos. Doing it.
Equal to what? I mean, they're not. You're either a man or woman. That's the bottom line. There's no
Mm,
X. There's no X in anything
yep. Right.
unless you're going to exit and go to hell because it's no X. You can't have an X as a boy or girl. There's only two genders. I mean, this world is just so screwed up, man. All I can say is those that are real, we all need to stick together. Those of you that come on this show and support Mo, man, I'm gonna tell you, we need to find a way where we can come together as a unit. We need to be able to edify each other, encourage one another, and learn to love one another. No bickering, no backbiting. Just come together as one because what's ahead? You better have a true friend, because
Good
if you
night,
don't
Gina.
have one now, you won't have one. Good night, Gina.
Good night. We got a couple of other mods in here. Okay, we got some few mods in the house. I'll mod tonight too. It's cool. I can watch.
You still sick, bro? You still got that cold?
No, I'm good. I'm just
Oh,
coughing a little bit. I'm good. I'm good. I'm just like, man, I'm just all over the place right now, Rita, man. Just, they're going to have these black women mad because no more food stamps. I hear these black women mad. Oh, Trump taking away my food stamp. My food stamp. He taking away my stamp. In Illinois, the link card, or in California, the Golden State card.
California done lost their mind, man. They depend on the government out here so much. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's real. It's man. We got a lot to do over here, Rita. And it's time to, I told you I'm gonna take this platform a different way. And today, I said I'm not being too political tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start calling out the ghetto now. I'm gonna start calling out what I see in the ghetto now. I'm gonna start calling out the people that follow that agenda. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even just gonna come at the white liberals too much more. I'm gonna come at the black Democrats now a
Oh, yeah.
lot too. Like,
I'm
dude,
with you.
get your dumb down ass out of here.
Yes.
I'm tired of fuckery. Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of it, man. I'm telling
Tired.
you, I see it all the time. And then black folks got the nerves to turn around and attack people like you and I because we don't follow their agenda. Well, you've been following everybody else's agenda. Why don't you try what's right? Why don't you try what's right? Because black people out here in Cali, you hear the race bait more than you hear the white people talking about the race bait. This is ridiculous out
Yep.
here, man.
Yes, it is. After his granny said, "Fuck the fuckery." Yeah. I said I was gonna go back and edit my F words because I can go back on my YouTube and edit the words and stuff. I ain't editing that. I'm gonna keep it at this. I ain't finna edit that.
Everybody else say what they gotta
I'm
say.
trying to be. Yeah, whatever. If I said it, I said it. Whatever. I'm tired. I'm tired of holding stuff back. That's a problem. Stop being scared to get flagged. I'm tired of that. Hood rats want them hand-me-downs, and that's the truth. I'm just saying. A lot of black men go to white women for a reason. I'm just saying.
I mean, that too, and then
I
a
mean,
lot of black men go to white women too because their asses is lazy too. At the same
yeah,
time,
that
you got
too.
it on both
That too.
sides.
Yes. But look, I'm talking about the working ones right here
Oh,
that
okay,
does it.
okay.
That's trying to give their money to these hood rats. I know Trump. I got some of those in my family. Like, man, shoot, I'm living with my baby mama. Then they live with their other baby mama. They got two different baby mama. He back and forth. Dude, get your ass out and get you a job, nigga.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Smoking weed while that girl working one or two jobs. Don't want nothing. And they say a lot of black women out here, especially a lot of black women are more educated out this way in California because black men don't want to go to college. A lot of black women here will go
Okay.
to school. They leave, go to college, and they take off. A lot of black women here are even dating more white men and Mexican men out here.
Right. Mm-hmm. Hey, I told my own daughter this years ago. She thought I was crazy when I said this. I look at because I was on, I was going through some stuff, right? I ain't gonna lie. I was like, go get you. I said, man, I told my kid's son, go get you a white woman. And then they said, what you gonna tell your daughter? I said, tell my daughter to go get a white man too. And they're like, oh, did you say? See, I went right back at you. You thought I was this bad? No, I was like, oh no, I don't want one of them lazy ass niggas either.
Exactly.
That's what I was on. It wasn't just. I was just like, I said, I told her, get your white man, don't you?
Man, I'm telling you because I told you, like my daughter, she got this dude. You know what I'm saying? He out here. He came. I'm on. I told you from Chicago. He left Mississippi, went to Chicago. Now he's here in Cali. Why you come to Cali? Oh well, I came because a better life. What a better life? You ain't even got a job right now, dude. And then how you gonna go get a job and get drug tested and you been smoking weed about 3 weeks ago and you done? These people are stupid, man.
Come on, Bessie, you say, oh, I know, I'm a little bit over the top right now. That's how I get sometimes. Hey, everybody in the chat room know I get over the top. They're like,
but you
ooh,
know what? But you being real, Mo, is why people come to you as well, because nobody's perfect and everybody got
yep,
issues.
yep. Hey, I said it. You said it's time to take a stand, nation, against radical Hillary. She is worse than a rotting corpse in the cornfield. Get that hoe out of office. Yeah, get that hoe out of office. You dig? You right, G Life. G Life. I like the name G Life. G Life.
G Life. I like that too. G
About
Life.
that life, G Life. That's what I'm talking about. How you say I love how you put that. You dig?
G Life.
You know. To all my new subscribers, I will lose subscribers and I will gain them because I do say some off the wall stuff. I do, and I'm very unapologetic. Thick skin only. You see the hashtag thick skin only. Boom.
Yep.
You know. I don't care.
Gotta respect it. That's what it is. Mo, I'm about to get back in here and go to work.
You gonna go to work?
Yeah,
All right.
I just had my little 10-minute break. I just wanted to come by, show some love, tell everybody, hey, love all you guys. Have a blessed night. Get better, brother.
All right. Hey,
all right.
We talk.
Okay.
All right, deuces.
Deuces.
Right. Right. It's always a pleasure to have Rita on. Straight out of Compton. She always be sending me a Compton shirt, but yeah, you hear me right now. You send me a Compton shirt right now. You know? But yeah, she's a real chick right here. What's up? What's up, Jovi Val? Good to see you, Jovi Val. I'm just over here, Jovi. The title of the video, it says, is welfare coming to an end? Right here. It's welfare coming to an end. You know? And that's what I was talking about. You know, I've been on here for over an hour talking about this, you know, and the Archer got a moment of fame. You got a moment of fame. And I'm a regular person. Hey, it's funny. You said she's already alive for Nitty. Yeah, but that welfare got to go. It got to go. It got to go. It got to go. What I'm going to do, hold on, give me a second. I'm going to put a link right here. All right, give me a second, okay? Because I'm kind of like, you know, y'all know I'm very open. And this is how we do it. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. I'm going to put the link right here. I'm going to put the link right here, you dig? I'm right here. Right here. You said I'm being shadow, man. I got about almost 40 people watching. Ain't too much. Yeah, I should be getting about 300 people watching right now, but they'll limit me to 50 or 40. That's what they always do. You dig? That's what they always do. So I put a link. I put the link right there, and boom, you can hit that link and join. I hit that link right there. And once I hit that link, you hit that link, you can come on here. Father Minutes, what's up? You can get on here, Father Minutes. Because I did my enough ranting right now. You dig? Those are good. Yes, everybody, please like, subscribe, and share. You know, and I'm gonna talk more about this, you know, because the truth needs to be out. Okay, Jovi, dang it, they won't let you. All right, let me go to your private message. And hey, bear with me, everybody. Bear with me. I'm gonna go to Joey Val's private message and get him on here. Because I got his email. I gotta go to private message and look for it. You dig? And so hold on. Give me a second, y'all. But that welfare stuff will come to an end, for real. It's going there. Come to an end. You know, Make our jobs great again. Make our pockets great again. When you get rid of that stuff, it makes our pockets great again. Because our pockets was great before. They didn't chicken ready because we got to pay for these hood rats. These straight up hood rats. You know? See, I'm not bashing black women. I'm talking about hood rats.
Hood rat.
I'm just trying to shoot this email and get and shoot him in here real quick. Get Joey Val on here. He won't let him do it. You know, so we can talk about this. All right, I sent the invite. I don't know if you got it. You know, I don't know if you got it, but this is real, y'all. Hood rats want them hand-me-downs. They want the hand-me-down. That's why we got to make the ghetto great again. That's why we got to make the ghetto great again. Because the ghetto was great before because it was once clean before. It wasn't. The ghetto actually had two parents. The ghetto, because they were trying to come up. They come to Chicago from Mississippi, and they came up, and and then you got the hood rats came and abused welfare. They abused welfare. They abused it.
You know what? Right.
You know,
girl took me on welfare.
They abused it.
She wanted to go on.
All right, I sent you the invite, Jovi. They abused it. They abused welfare. You know, it's like people abuse people's privilege and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, they mess it up everybody. You ever have a brother or a sister? Y'all all grounded because they one person. Oh, you just messed it up for everybody. Thank you. Now we all can't go outside and play. And we had plans to go ahead and play hopscotch over there, you know. And you say you didn't get it. Hold on. Let me see that I put it in. Sometimes I put the code in wrong.
They never had no brothers and sisters.
All right, my bad, Jovi. I'm gonna try this again.
Right about that shit.
You know, we right here, yo.
That's why I was trying to be my best man. Fuck it up for everybody else.
Right, for everybody else.
I ain't want to fuck it up for nobody. So they probably wanted to look at me like, I'll beat your ass.
I'm like, yep, we right here. I'm getting Joey Val. All right, I sent the invite again. They must be messing with Jovi because they won't let you on here. All right, I sent the invite again, Jovi. I sent it right here. There you go.
What's up, Mo?
I see you.
How's it going?
Hey, what's going on, Joe? Hey, man, pretty good, man. All is well, man. How you doing, bro?
Good, man. Good. Just seeing some things on Instagram, since it's the only thing I can actually communicate with people with. Damn.
All right. I'm just all over the place, right? I'm gonna do like 5 more parts of this video. Like you see the title, it says welfare coming to an end, question mark. Make the ghetto great again. I'm gonna start talking about this a lot more, you know.
Well, you don't want to make the ghetto great again. You want to make the ghetto less ghetto. That's what you want to do.
No. The ghetto started off different. When the ghetto first started off, it was people came in there. It wasn't even bad. It was 2 parents, a mother and a father, you know, and they were all working class people, and they got up, and it was cheap over there, and everybody, black folks got along before the gangs and all that, and you know, and something went wrong after that, and then it turned into a hood rat place. It turned into a war zone. At one time, the ghetto was different. Everybody was coming together. Oh, can you watch my children for me? Oh, I can watch your kids for you. Oh, can I borrow some sugar? Oh, can you loan me $10 next week? I got you. And everybody was fine. Back then, $10 was a lot.
Yeah. And nowadays,
so the ghetto was great. It's like America was great, and it's great again.
Yeah, like nowadays, you can't even knock on your neighbor's door for sugar. It probably means something else. It's just like,
yeah,
everything's gone to hell, honestly. even if it's not even in the ghettos, it's like in regular nice neighborhoods, beautiful neighborhoods, it's still getting bad. It's like you can't have your own opinion. Like you see these, like Williamsburg. Let's use Williamsburg as an example. In Brooklyn, Williamsburg is a beautiful neighborhood, but it's full of these commies who just want to attack you if you don't agree with them. You know, like so it's like.
Yep.
But yeah, I see what you mean. I guess you could say I grew up in the ghetto, so it's like, it's an ugly place, man, and it's no
Oh yeah, you
business
from New
out here.
York. New York is, man, like Chicago.
Yeah, the the only business, honestly, that flourished in the ghetto was Golden Crust. That was it. Like
Okay.
I don't see the other spots flourishing. These businesses, they're not growing. But Golden Crust was probably the biggest one to get out of the hood and actually start franchising in other neighborhoods. But then the guy who started it, he killed himself, so that's kind of questionable.
Mm.
Yeah, man. People
What
don't
up,
know
Mo?
about that.
What's up, Father Menace? Hey, I like that background you got. You took that background. That's a cool background.
Are you talking about my picture?
Yeah, I like that picture you got.
Yeah, that's actually me.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Menace?
Hey, what's up, Jovi? Yeah, well, you know what? Hey, I'll tell you what, Mo, Jovi, Trump, if, let's say, for instance, welfare is going to be over with, okay? Trump is giving those people their dignity back.
Yes, he is. Integrity and dignity.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's because Trump will, I mean, the government will no longer be your God or your dad or your teacher. You know, it's going to be finally you to get up on your feet and make a move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
Mo's right. I mean, when Mo says that the inner city at one point wasn't a filthy place, and the neighbors helped each other, and it wasn't riddled with drugs, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the inner city is just it's full of cheap drugs, crack, cocaine, and then before you know it, the fathers aren't in the homes anymore.
nope.
Then you have generations of children that grow up on welfare. I mean, the welfare system was never to help anybody get out of anything. It was to
Crippled.
keep them a slave, a slave to
Yep.
the Democratic Party.
Well, look what's going on right now. You see, when it comes to what's going on in the black communities, and it's mostly the black communities, is because of, like, believe it or not, it's pop culture. It's the
Yeah.
glorification of negativity within the black community. Like hip hop at one time was just speaking about, the struggles
Yeah,
in the community, but now it's glorifying the negativity in a sense like, yeah, I need to be a drug dealer, I need to sell drugs to my own people, I need to kill that man across the street because he's making more money than me. Like
Yep.
this is not what you should be singing or rapping about. What you should be rapping about is how to rise above it. And that's something that you won't hear. So these kids are all listening to it, and kids in the suburbs too, because that's true. Like the kids in the suburbs are the ones who are purchasing the most music. We're purchasing the most music, and they fall into that depression too, because you got the rappers today. They're all talking about being depressed and addicts and just overdosing, and this is their music. They're the new. I guess they're the new rock stars, and they love it. They
Yeah.
love that lifestyle because it's quick,
yeah.
and
I
because
mean,
it's quick, it ends like rapidly.
yeah, rap in the early days was funny. I
Yeah,
mean, with the music, it was funny. It was about your friends and going out with your friends and doing like fun stuff, and then all of a sudden, rap turned ugly. It turned, where this kind of an outlaw, kind of a thug, drug. all the women are bitches and down with Whitey and this, that, and the other thing. And then,
Mm-hmm.
then you see the decline of the Western civilization crumble in front of your eyes.
I mean, when
Yep.
I listened to rap, it was more about like, it was all like just black on black violence in rap. I never really heard anything about Kill Whitey. I mean, and a few rappers would talk like that. But now it's just like it's all about everything's racist, and the white man's putting me down, but yet I have millions
Yeah,
of
the white
dollars
man.
to spend. You know, like you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't blame the people that you should blame the people that are actually putting you down, and it's not the white man, because if the white man was putting you down, then you wouldn't be able to brag about every gold chain you buy or whatever. But
Yeah,
what I like about the black community is they turned something negative into a positive. When it came to whips and
Mm-hmm.
chains, they flipped it around, and then it became a car and a medallion, or a car and a necklace. And I'm like, wow, that's something that you can actually appreciate. That you can turn something so evil into something so great. You know, and there's a lot of people that left those neighborhoods, but they left them. They didn't try to help them. How many artists out there that actually try to help the neighborhoods and countries or cities that they're from? But rappers aren't really doing that. Like, you have all these rappers going to the thing for Flint, Michigan, right? And yet not one of them really came back over there to help them. I don't even think Eminem did, and Eminem's from Michigan. You know,
yeah.
but but
Um, Go ahead, Joey.
no, I'm just saying, like, they rather live in this type of lifestyle because they're
Go ahead,
used
y'all.
to it.
Went out for
They're used to it. They're
Yeah,
used to this lifestyle, and they don't want anything else. It's like the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know, and that's what they're okay with. They're comfortable with knowing that they have to all sleep in the tubs or on the floor because of gunshots, or they might be woken up at 2 o'clock in the morning because a helicopter is looking for somebody. You know, you can't have you have to hide. You have to literally take your radio out of your car and hide it because somebody will steal it from you. You know, like, this still happens today. People are watching you when you're getting out your car. People are watching you when you're leaving your house. You know, and
uh,
this is something I really want movements like Brexit to talk about, but they're not probably. They should really focus on how to build the black community and protest gang violence, but that's not what the movement's about. And that's what I'm kind of bothered by. Like, if you're going to fall into identity politics, then fall into it completely and make it about blacks. Not even just black conservatives, but about all blacks, and protect the black community. But that's not what this is for. And it's upsetting,
I
honestly.
yeah, I mean, one thing about the Boykins thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way is I was trying to understand why was it.
Huh?
I mean, the Brexit was in Los Angeles. They held it in Los Angeles like it was some sort of Hollywood red carpet. You know, why L.A.? Why L.A.? Why not like somewhere else more meaningful than Los Angeles?
Don't have me talk about that right now. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Wait, what happened? You gonna
Well,
leave that
I mean,
alone?
Hey,
I mean,
I tell too much.
Nah, man,
well,
come on, Mo. You got to talk about that. You got to talk about, like, people coming together as a race, and not even an idea,
well,
but a race.
why
And they didn't
wasn't
even,
Right.
yeah,
I don't like.
why
Yeah, because when the more I love it because it's very diverse. The more is very diverse, and
yeah.
it's beyond color when you go to the more. It's like everybody. You see, I came there with hope. She's black. You got Irene. He Latino. You know what I'm saying? It's not about race. Yeah, I mean,
If it's not about
I didn't
race,
feel that.
then why do you care if it's diverse?
What you mean?
Okay, because you're saying it's not about race, but yet you feel
No, no, no,
comfortable
no,
in the
no, no.
place.
I like diverse. No, it's cool, but I like diversity. You
Diversity
know,
to me,
I don't.
honestly, is if I'm in a room full of white people, each person has their own ideas. So even if it's a room full of white people, there's still diversity there. I think we have to go beyond skin color in this movement, and that's what we're
Okay,
not
okay.
doing.
You know what? I
You
see
know,
your point. I see your point on that. I see your point.
like
You know
Mo,
what?
I'm not your friend. Or I'm not cool with you because you're a black guy with dreadlocks. Like that's not my thing. My thing is
Right.
if you have ideas, if you have your own mind, then that's what I'm interested in. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people that are probably listening right now that like the fact that you're black and you're a Trump supporter, as if that would never even be possible, which is ridiculous because
True.
blacks are more conservative right now than whites. Like blacks are the ones
Okay.
saying no, we don't want homosexuality in our neighborhoods. Blacks are the ones that are saying we're not for abortions. That's what I'm hearing more. Like blacks are still with their Christian roots, if they have them still. Not, I don't hear that too much from the whites. I feel like whites are afraid to speak about their Christian values because they don't want to be seen as racist, and that's
Yeah.
kind of
I
bothersome,
know, but
honestly.
I know, but you're not going to agree with every movement, every Trump, every MAGA movement. You're not going to agree with
No,
everything,
I don't.
But you don't. No, I got love for black shit. I'm talking about. I don't agree with everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with everything.
it's
I
it's
mean,
just
why wasn't Brexit in Detroit?
Yeah. If you really want to focus on the issues in the black community, go to Detroit, go to Chicago. What's wrong with going to Chicago?
Yeah.
There's a Trump
It was
Tower
like
out there.
it was like a red carpet, a movie premiere, red carpet
Yeah.
movie premiere in Los Angeles. I'm like,
It was
why
like
is
a
it in
black
LA?
Oscars.
Yeah, I'm like, why is it in LA, man? Why is it in Detroit, Chicago, especially Chicago? Why wasn't it in Chicago?
It's because
Yeah. Thank you. That's
identity.
what I'm talking about. The Windy City, Crook County.
Yeah.
Don't get me. Oh, please don't get me started, y'all, because
No, but you
I
know
would
what
go
it
on
is?
and on
You
until
know
the
what
break
it
of dawn.
is? You know what it is? The problem with our movement, the problem with the MAGA movement is this. They want to do things in safe spaces. They hate going to these horrible places and speaking the truth. They want to go to these nice, safe areas, just like the leftists. The leftists are part of Black Lives Matter, right? But guess what? None of those people are actually in these neighborhoods talking about Black lives actually matter in a black neighborhood. They're not doing that. They do it in these nice, safe white neighborhoods. And then I call them out on it. And guess what Blexit did? Blexit did it in a safe place. Blexit doesn't want to go to the hardcore parts of what's called LA. Joy
Yeah, you're
Villa
not.
does it. Joy
Right.
Villa talks about gang violence and everything. And she goes
Well,
out there in the middle of the hood, you
yeah, I
know?
mean, you're never gonna find Antifa in Compton.
Black lives matter, but we
I
can't
like
go to their
Joyville.
neighborhood.
People be hating on Joyville. I like her.
Yeah, Joyville is awesome. And
She awesome.
but that's the thing though, that's what bothers me. Like if I ever started a movement, right? Let's say I started a movement and I want to focus on the Latino community, which I would never do because I think that's stupid. Like why should I only focus on one group of people? There's like so many people that need someone to reach out to them, and not because of their identity, and I think that's the problem. Like what bothers me is how can we
Identity
focus
politics.
on. Yeah, well, the identity politics all sounds like a great idea until it involves someone that's white. Then when they're white, they're like, whoa, you have too much identity. Like you need to include others and not you. And I can't do that.
Yeah.
So I refuse to be part of Latinos for Trump or Hispanics for Trump if there's no whites for Trump. And I told you about this already. Like even if I was black, I wouldn't even want to be part of blacks for Trump because if I'm black and I'm a Trump supporter, I don't think I'm a Trump supporter because I'm black. I think I'm a Trump supporter because of the way I was raised or what I believe as an individual, not as a skin color. And that's the problem with our movement right now is that we are saying to the left that we don't care about identity politics, we don't care about your race, and we are all, where we go one, we go all. Yeah, but guess what? We're becoming this collective of what? Of the same leftist ideas.
Hmm.
And we have to start thinking as individuals because if not, then everybody's going to look at you and think, I need to give you a platform because you're a black guy and you're a Trump supporter. What does that
Yeah.
even mean? Like,
But
Go ahead, somebody.
yeah, I mean, we need to break free from the check boxes. You know what I mean? It's like, you have the check boxes: Caucasian, Latino, Black, other. So, you know what I mean? Our movement should be just the people. Why the division? Why this? Why, Latinos or Black? Why isn't it just one thing?
Yeah. Let's do this. You said activist granny. We all need. to support Trump. Yeah, we all need to support Trump, y'all. We all need to support him, you know, despite all of us that have different views. Let's just be real, Father Menace. You're not gonna agree with everything I say. I'm not gonna agree with everything you say, but we gotta come on to that. We gotta come to an understanding.
We have no choice but to support Trump. I mean, for God's sakes, what else is there?
Now,
What other option do we have? I mean, honestly, the President Trump actually gave us an option, our last option, because if Hillary would have became president, it would have been. I mean, that would have been the last nail in the coffin. We probably would already be in some sort of soft civil war already.
mm-hmm.
I mean, President Trump is our last option. President Trump was a slap in our face. President Trump slapped us in the face and said, wake up, because if we don't take charge of our country now, it's over. It's over.
Yes. So he's our last chance at a presidency, you know. And I'm gonna be honest with you. It get to a point. I don't know. I can serve gonna get mad when I'm saying this, but he could lose the next one.
I mean, yeah, of course,
I said could.
Yeah, it's possible. It's definitely possible. He could lose.
Could.
I mean, yeah.
So why keep fighting each other, yo? Why keep fighting each other right now? That's gonna make him lose.
I don't know. I don't get it
right now.
I don't get it because I get pissed off. I'm like, listen, man, this is our chance. This is our chance. Wake the hell up. Do you understand?
You can see a person fake, or if he came out of nowhere. Oh, this person came out the woodwork. All right, you came out the woodwork, so help us as you came out the woodwork. Get over here. We need you too. Smack him on the head. All right, come on now. We need you too.
I mean, you know, just because the leftists have the megahorn, they have the social media, and Hollywood, they have the bullhorn. That, you know, they have the loudest voice, but they're not the majority. We're the majority. We outnumber them by the millions.
Yes, for real. Dork Urkel City, you said, I'm Australian, and I support Trump. I think we need someone like him over here. Okay. Man, you in Australia, I wish you could look, get your email, get on here, talk about it from Australia, because I'm very open. Google Hangout, get on here tonight. I would love to hear you.
Yeah, well, I mean,
some people over there.
The death grip of political correctness is it's swarming the entire planet. It's not just the United States, it's Australia, it's Europe. I mean, it's like a plague. It's like a plague. And we all need to wake up. I mean, we're not going to agree on everything. I mean, that's a given. But for God's sakes, we all have the same. We all have the same foundation. All of us. You know, we want our country to be open and prosperous for us all to get ahead, and for our country to have a border and be safe. And we don't want our children to be sexualized by a bunch of far leftist perverts bringing in fat trannies into our fat trannies into our libraries and shaking their hairy ass in front of a 5-year-old's face. I mean, this type of perversion on basic humanity is it's getting out of hand, and quite frankly, we need to stop it out now. We need to, like I was saying before, Mo. It's like, well, what if we had a straight pride march? I mean, it would cause. I mean, the media. Let's just say we had a straight pride march and 20,000 people showed up in some XYZ town anywhere in America. it would be a firestorm.
Yep, yeah, it would. Germany, oh my,
It would be
Germany,
a
they said, Mo just want to say hello.
because
I'm at work right now. I'll catch you. All right, I'll catch you later, bro. All right, my bad, bro. Go ahead. Yeah, that's straight pride fest. That would be kind of like that would be a hate speech. That would be a hate fest.
well, I mean, can you imagine? I mean, they would have to bring out the National Guard to protect us to go down the street because I mean, Antifa and every other leftist nose picker, so every leftist loser would throw in bags of shit and
Mm-hmm.
piss at us and do try and act Nazis or something. But I
Man,
mean,
you
that's
on
what's going
point.
to take. I mean, honestly, that's what's going to take. I mean, listen, we got to take the gloves off. It's time for us to take the gloves off. I'm sick of this. Like, well, let's just try to like talk it out. No, I mean, it's time for us to take the gloves off.
Yep.
I
Taking
mean,
them off. Take the gloves off. Like, come on, man. Do this. You said the round of Republicans that retired was basically leaving because they knew their seats could easily be won by incumbent Democrats, but they failed to take it to the Senate. Mm. Oh, oh. So why did Paul Ryan leave, y'all? Why did
oh,
he really step down?
well, Paul Ryan is uh, um, oh, my mind's going blank. Uh, my mind's going blank. Paul Ryan was running with uh, when Obama was running for president, and
Obama, yeah. He's the vice president. He run for
the
great
vice,
vice president with
yeah,
Mitt Romney. Right? Was it
Mitt
Mitt
Romney,
Romney
yeah,
or
yeah, Mitt
yeah?
Romney. My mind's going. Well, he's Mitt Romney's butt buddy.
Hmm.
Can,
Oh, okay.
can you
Mm-hmm.
guys hear me?
Yeah, are you back?
Wow.
You back, Joe?
Yeah, that was weird. No, the reason what I was gonna say is the reason why Trump is in office, honestly, is so that we can wake up and do things on our own. Like he's basically there, but he's waking people up to a point where they're deciding, you know what, we don't need the president to build the wall. We can raise the money ourselves. And even though it's probably gonna be almost impossible to do it, but Trump is showing us that we can achieve the impossible. And that's why he's in office right now. He's in office to dismantle the two-party system, and that's what we have to really focus on. We're always focusing on attacking left and right, up and but it's just we shouldn't do that. What we should do is we find out that there's people in this country that want to protect the Constitution, and these are the nationalists, and then there's people that say that they're for the Constitution, but they're not. They're the communists, and we have to really expose them any way we can. Expose the communists for what it is. And I'm telling you right now, you're seeing it right now with social engineering and everything that's going on TV, advertisement. This is all to say that you know what, we need to destroy this country little by little. And
Yeah,
how are we
and
going to
no,
do it?
you're exactly right. You're exactly right. I mean, look at Ocasio Cortez. I mean, you're seeing it right in front of your eyes. That's the Democratic Party. That's what's happening. You're seeing it in front
Yeah.
of your eyes, everyone. The
Right.
Democratic Party doesn't exist any longer. It's over. It is
Yep.
now a far leftist, socialist, communist hellhole.
Yep.
We're witnessing it. I mean, we are seeing it happen in front of our eyes. And Ocasio Cortez looks like she's on meth. I mean, she's lost like 10 pounds. Have you seen? I mean, she's lost like 10 pounds. She's gaunt. She's bug eyed all the time.
Yeah, I find it funny how the women that are the most malnourished are preaching about socialism like it's a good idea. Like it's so weird. Like you got these bony, skinny women that have no type of curves talking about socialism, wearing their $4,000 outfits,
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about how,
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
needs their fair share, all this nonsense, spewing. You know what it is? If you can just, I'm telling you right now,
What a
I posted a quote by Hitler himself, and it sounded just like Bernie Sanders. and nobody knew who it was. Like I wrote, who said this, and nobody knew that it was Hitler that said it. And the way Hitler speaks is the same way Bernie Sanders speaks. But National Socialism and democratic socialism are two different things. And right now, what's going on with Bernie Sanders and his party, because it is his party, like he has his own party of people. And these people are pushing this whole idea that socialism is what we need in America, but in the same time, we also need to poison the American people with these ideas that if we vote, we have more freedoms, which is nonsense. The more you vote, ladies and gentlemen, the less freedoms you're going to have. Your rights are not going to matter anymore. And all you're going to keep saying is, as long as I'm a law abiding citizen, and guess what? You're going to wonder why one day you don't have your guns, you don't have your speech, you're being searched, your houses are being searched, you're being told where to live, you're being told what to wear. This is all because you fought for the law over your rights. And there's many of us out there that are really taking a stand for your right to speak, your right to bear arms, you know, and it's not easy. It's a very scary thing.
This is not going to be pretty. This is not going to go down easy. If they think for one second that me, Mo, Jovi, and the rest of the Patriots are going to stand on the sidelines and just allow it to happen, because I'm telling you, there's going to be the last straw, and you will see every redneck with a truck and a shotgun drive to Washington D.C. and just tear that place to pieces.
Now, let me just say this. Um, I grew up in a black neighborhood. I never met people as racist as blacks because I grew up amongst blacks, you know, always hearing the color of my skin being mentioned by everybody. By everybody, right? So this is what bothers me.
Niggers.
So this is what bothers me when they have pictures of okay, I get it. Alyssa Milano said that we're a whole bunch of white hood wearing rednecks, right? And then they show a picture of blacks with the MAGA hat on, as if blacks can't be racist and blacks can't be rednecks. I mean, I think Thomas Sowell even wrote a book called White Liberals and Black Rednecks, you know, just to give an example that there are people in the South. But what do? We play the identity politics game. We say that if come on, Mo, if I told you that there's people out there that believe blacks can't be racist, right? Do you believe that?
I grew up in Philadelphia.
Blacks? No.
I grew up in Philadelphia, man. Jesus Christ, you want to talk about a racist town?
You know, and it's not even about blacks only being racist. I believe everyone has the ability to be racist in some way or another. How do I know? I can tell you a story right now about something that happened to somebody, and if you don't know the skin color of the person, I guarantee you'll try to guess it. So it's like, who's racist? The one that's subconsciously doing it, or the one that does it blatantly? I think the one who does it blatantly is less racist than the one who does it subconsciously, and that's what we have to understand as well. So it's not about.
Yeah, why aren't Indian families or Indian people racist? Why aren't Asian families racist? Why aren't Chinese people called out to be racist? You know what I'm talking about? They have this double standard. It's just white, 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 white. I mean,
Right.
Indian families like to stick together. Asian families like to stick together.
Stick together, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a natural thing. It's got nothing to do with being a racist or a bigot. It's just a natural thing.
Yeah, and
Natural.
I don't believe that we should be punished for our racism, or we should be punished for our words. You know, I don't believe in that. And I feel like that's what's happening right now to white Americans. If you look at that boy, he just smiled at the guy, the Native American, just smiled at him, and he was seen as a hateful bigot. Do you know what smiling can do to you just because you're a different race? That is racist within itself, to believe that what he did was threatening. And then that guy had his own segment on CNN because they love playing that game, you know? I want to wait. When is someone going to finally interview this kid? Someone did, but nobody mentioned it. Why did nobody mention this woman who interviewed the kid on Today Now, or Now Today? It's because she was attacked immediately after doing that, and Fox didn't put him on. Did Fox put him on? I don't know. I know Tucker mentioned him, but that's what
Yeah.
bothers me. Mainstream media altogether is only trying to push their narrative. They do not care about the truth, and that's what you need to open your eyes to. Why isn't this kid on Fox News right now doing an interview? Why not? Oh, you know why? Because they're going to attack Fox for being racist, even though they've already attacked Fox for being racist. It's like those out there that are trying to find ways to look less racist. You're there. You're right there already. You're racist. Like, who cares? Honestly, that's why I
Yeah, I
love
mean,
Jesse. Look at Jesse Lee Peterson. Jesse Lee Peterson is a
oh
great
man,
example of how to fight
I
racism.
love Jesse. He not only is he great, but he's funny.
He's funny.
Do you
He's
love
wise.
white people? I like how he did a video with Cynthia G. Cynthia G is a angry black woman. He put on a show. It was funny, like, oh, Cynthia G. And she's like, yeah, he cut the box.
Jesse is the best,
Yeah,
man.
Jesse, like, oh, snap. He cut him like,
Yeah.
oh, that.
You know, if all of Los Angeles was like Jesse Lee Peterson, I mean, Los Angeles would be the place to move to. I mean, Los Angeles would be great.
And why wasn't he at Brexit? Why not? Is it because
Because
he's too awoke? Is that what it is? He's too.
he wasn't invited to the red carpet.
Yeah, he wasn't invited. But you know why? That's because he's a minister, I believe, and he was doing his own service that Sunday. He was celebrating God on Sunday. He wasn't out there trying to do that red carpet
I
nonsense.
mean,
And look,
yeah,
Brexit can be great, but Brexit is also saying that okay, we can focus on our identity, but in the same time, we're gonna have these people that are not black speak because we need their type of following. And what does that say about your own movement? You know,
well,
like
I mean, you know, Jovi, the biggest threat to the left is, for instance, I'm a white guy, so I'm white, you're Latino, and Mo is black. So can you imagine the three of us together? We are standing together, and we're exactly the same. We believe mostly in the same things. It's like that's the biggest threat. They would see the three of us standing there saying, "I don't think so. You're not going to sexualize our children. We're gonna we're going to keep our country safe. We got to
yeah.
lock down our border. We're the same." And that's what scares the hell out of them. That's what scares them the most.
You know what it is that I go out to these rallies and these protests and I have all these feminists yelling and even one spit on me, right? But I refuse to use a right wing talking point or throw out the
Yeah,
race card that I'm Latino to these people because it's too damn easy. It's harder for
yeah,
you, since you're white, to go out there and actually have an idea without using the race card like many of us do. I always try to avoid the race card and I use it sometimes just to prove a point of how easy it is to crumble your enemy, especially if they're white and they're telling you that you're racist. But guess what? That's ignorant to believe that I can't be racist because I'm Latino. That's nonsense. Do you know how many Latinos hate each other? Mexicans hate Puerto Ricans, Puerto
oh
Ricans hate
yeah,
Dominicans,
oh
so
yeah.
on and so forth.
I
The
live. Yeah, I
Cubans
mean,
and us. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, Jovi. I lived in Brighton Beach. I lived in Brighton Beach for a while. So you know what I mean. So I took the Q train. I took the Q train into Manhattan, the Q and the D. So I lived in Brighton Beach. I was in the movie industry in New York City, and so yeah, I know how Mexicans like Latinos like Spanish Latinos. If you call them like Mexicans, that's an insult. I mean, it goes on and on. I mean, like Koreans don't like blacks. I mean, it goes on and on and on. It's
Yep.
like it's like look, it's the naked truth. I'm sorry. The naked truth is a punch in the face. I'm sorry.
And a punch in the face can be figurative or literal, like I've been punched in the face many times, literally and figuratively. Hopefully, I think I've been
Yeah.
punched in the face figuratively more than literally. But the
Why?
thing about being punched in the face figuratively is you can't punch back. You just got hit with reality so hard that you might get knocked down and you have to realize that this is the truth. But if you get punched physically, then yeah, literally you can punch back. But it's really shocking how like we're still falling into identity politics even though we're for a president who's trying to be as politically incorrect as possible to
Yeah.
shut down the left. So we're not going to shut down the left if we keep having these identity groups. We're not going to shut down the left. We're actually going to strengthen the left. We're going to be just like the left. The
Yeah,
Brexit movement is one step closer to being like Black Lives Matter. Because guess what? You put black conservative lives in front of others. You're saying that these
No,
people
no, no,
need to
no, no, no,
have.
no, no, no. Hold on. Jovi. No, it's good. I can disagree with you. I like that. I'm
Good, good, good.
something. But
bring it
how
on,
can
Mel. Bring it
I can
on.
compare that to Black Lives Matter?
Because it starts off
Okay, I like to
somewhere.
disagree.
It
I
starts
love
off
to disagree.
somewhere. It becomes it's a
Okay.
snowball. It
Yeah, it can't be a
snowballs.
slippery slope.
I
It
know, but
can't be a slippery.
how can you compare that to Black Lives Matter, Jovi?
Because
Come on,
okay, I'm
bro.
gonna say it like this. When I went to Moore, right? When I
No, because
went
I'm
to
let's
Moore,
talk. No, because this is what I want. I like disagreements.
let me tell you, Mo.
Let's talk.
When I went to Moore,
Love you, brother. Let's
right?
talk.
When I went to Moore, I noticed that a lot of the black speakers were all saying the same
Yep.
thing, but the reason why they were able to speak is because they were black
Who
more
me?
than because of their
Who me?
ideas. No, no, no.
Who me?
You're when I speak to you, I'm speaking to you. You're not a robot. But there's a lot of people that are robots. They don't need to be black. But I see what you see. The thing is, I go to these events not to learn something, but to study what's going on. Like I know you can learn through
See, I
studying,
love
but
disagreements.
okay. So my whole thing is right. I see what's going on in the movement, and Mo, you have to really take a step back and ask yourself this question: do these people support me
Okay.
because of my ideas or because I'm black? That's what you have to ask yourself. And that's what you have to keep asking yourself. That's what I ask myself every day. Do these people support me because of my ideas or
No, I'm
because
a
I'm
cutthroat
Latino?
dude.
You know?
It's like how they support Tommy. Tommy a
Well,
cutthroat dude. You know what I'm saying? He is who he is. If I was white, I'm gonna still be Model.
yes, exactly. Because it's your ideas that matter, not your skin color. But you have to
Yep. That's
understand
what it
there
is.
are
I dig
people.
it. Okay.
There
Okay.
are people. There are people that are following people that are not white in the movement all because they're not white. Like they're tired of hearing, they're doing the same thing the left does. The left goes, I'm not voting for an old white man. Well, what does the right say? I'm not supporting an old white man. Let me hear a young black man speak. Let me hear a young Latino speak. I'm pretty sure they have great ideas, but you don't even listen to their ideas. All you care about is their damn skin color or their background, and that's all that matters to you. And if that's all that matters to you, then how are we going to succeed as a movement? You understand?
The
Like,
token Negro. The token Negro. Okay, the token Negro. You trying to say the token
yes, they
Negro?
tokenize. They
Token Negro.
tokenize. No, but this is not just
You can
Negro. This is
say Negro. I won't get
Latino.
offended. You can say
This is
Negro.
this is not just Negro. This is Latino. This is Asian. This is anybody that's not. Like
Latino.
I'm telling you, we have to do is find a transgender Native American Trump supporter, and that's it. It'll
Call him
blow
Getsy.
that fought in the military, and that's it. It'll blow everybody out the water. You'll just you'll just destroy identity politics as a whole. That's what they want. They want to find as many different demographics that they think that they can reach to. You see, I'm not a Trump
Getsy.
supporter in order to reach out to only Latino Trump supporters. I reach out to Latino Trump supporters. I turn somebody into a Latino Trump supporter when I start speaking to them in Spanish, when they think I'm just some bigot that's ignorant, that doesn't know about culture or anything. But I don't need to do that. What I do is I speak in English because that's the language that we all should be speaking is English. First, of course, not to say only, but first. Remember that.
Hey,
But
at first, Jovi, you have lost me for a second, and I was looking like,
Well,
yeah,
we should always.
I actually kind of agree with you on that. I kind of agree with you on that, right?
that's
But
that's why
you
people.
still kind of lost.
Well, we should always show up with enough rope so they can hang themselves. What I mean is, like,
Yeah.
say for instance, like Jovi, me, and Mo. Let's say we were at some sort of Antifa rally. We showed up as just three guys. Okay, forget about our ethnicity. We just showed up as three guys. They're the ones that are going to shout all the racist, bigot stuff. We're just showing up as three guys. So we don't say anything. We hand them enough rope to hang themselves, and they will hang themselves.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. And the thing is, we give them rope so they can climb. We're giving them rope so they can climb, so we can help them. That's what we're giving them rope for. But they rather hang themselves than understand that the rope that was given to them is so that they can climb up this political mountain, if you want to call it. And that's what I see right now. You've given them enough rope to hang themselves, but the rope wasn't for them to hang themselves. It was for them to climb. But they refused to climb because they believe that this rope belongs to a noose, and that noose hung a bunch of people when it didn't. See, they come up with this stuff in their heads, and that's what they'll do. So they'll hang themselves with the same rope that they believe hung others just to prove a point, which proves nothing because they lack
Yeah,
logic,
Word.
and that's the
exactly.
problem.
Well,
They
they lack
lack.
yeah, they lack wisdom because a lot of these punks, all they've done is just go. They've just gone to school and that's it. They have no wisdom whatsoever. They've just gone to school. That's it.
Yeah, and you hear them. They talk about, "Oh, I'm educated." Like that's all I hear. I hear everyone talking about their degrees. I hear everyone talking about this and that. I had a
They
woman with a
want.
PhD that couldn't even tell me the difference between what was it? Homophobia and a dislike for the homosexuals. Like she
Yeah,
couldn't tell me the difference. It's all bunched in
Right.
the same. That's because
They
their PhD probably comes from
ain't
sociology.
playing, bro.
It's like y- they
Man,
yeah, they,
they have a doctrine in sociology or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
let's go with Gex.
They always
I
got,
like
yeah, they always got one thumb in their mouth and one thumb up their ass. Just tell them to switch it out.
Yeah,
that. This is
exactly.
lit tonight, everybody. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share. This is lit tonight.
Now,
Because I can disagree with everybody. Look, I started disagreeing with you, Joey, but I look at you like, you know what? You're kind of right. So whatever.
hey
No,
Mo,
we should
if
just
you
show up and die.
disagree with me, Mo, trust me, I'm still going to be sub to you. I'm still going to keep in contact with you. We're going to talk
You're
again.
damn right.
But
Because I'm gonna tell you, look, you better disagree with me, nigga.
I
Because
don't.
that's the way it should be.
I
I
don't.
don't want to goddamn robots.
I
I
used
don't
to
know,
use that
man.
word a lot. I stopped using it though. You know how I feel about that word though. I told you already. Like
I know
that's
how
how
you
we
feel.
that's how me and Mo met because he was using that word on me and I was just like, "Oh, word? You think I can't use this word? I'm supposed to be bounded by these chains of free speech? Nah, brother, I'm gonna say what I want." But I'll tell you one thing though. I'll tell you one thing. The only reason I stopped saying it is because Paul Mooney stopped saying it. If Paul Mooney stopped saying the N word, and I'll just call it the N word here because I don't need to use it. But yes, so if Paul Mooney stopped saying it, then I think everyone should stop saying it. Because if you know who Paul
Now
Mooney
I'm
is,
black. It feels good to say the word black. Take the
He
word
he
back.
he
Nigga, nigga,
he
nigga.
wrote comedy
Nigga, I
for
call
you
you a nigga. I
mercilessly.
call kids nigga all the time.
no, but it's
Uh-huh.
it's it's all
Next,
He was Eddie
yeah.
Murphy's
Jovi, you
comedy
my
writer.
nigga.
Yeah,
You my nigga.
my dad started
Say
saying it after he saw Training Day. He saw Training Day.
it. Oh,
He,
stop it. I won't give him a platform, but stop it, Jovi.
my
No,
dad,
man.
he uses that because
You,
of the movie Training Day.
I said stop it, Jovi.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah, that's one thing that we need. Let's get Bob in here. Let's spice this
Now,
up
see,
even
how do you
more. I
want to
Oh,
want to
say
get
his name?
Bob
You
in
gonna
here.
bring it? You do the platform.
but that's the
How
thing
did
though.
dude get 400
Like we're
subscribers
having a
talking about
converse.
everybody?
We're
Jovi,
having a conversation, huh?
Jovi, you do an excellent impersonation of Bob. That's why
Hey, I kind of like Bob.
it's
I
hilarious.
like Bob.
It's
I'm
hilarious.
gonna I'm gonna tell you right now who's Jovi. Jovi's right there. He just he Patriot profiteer and
Yes, man.
he Joey right there, he likes to take money from all these mega milfs,
Yeah.
and he just don't pay them back. And he does a lot of things. He's actually connected with ISIS. He's connected with ISIS.
Oh,
He
shit.
Yes. Come on,
Jovi
y'all. Let's get
That's
him a
Jovi's
funny,
platform.
man.
connected with ISIS. His girlfriend's Muslim, and her real name is Aisha. Doesn't that sound familiar? Now Aisha
Yeah.
was Muhammad's wife, and like
Stop it,
he
Bob.
just goes off on this tangent, and it's so hilarious because it's
Dude,
like
you nail it, man. You nail it.
That's
because
why I
It's
say
hilarious.
anybody taking him serious, that means you're a snowflake. If anybody take Bob serious, you're a snowflake. Oh, Bob said this about me. Shut up. Bob is Bob.
Oh God.
yeah.
Uh,
I mean, I don't have a
you're
problem
touching.
with I don't have a problem with him, but he's still going on 2 years later. Like it's been 2 years. I'm thinking
I
like
know.
Boy,
I'm
I
thinking
like
like
him.
he's like a jilted ex-girlfriend.
I don't know what he is. You know what it is? I never gave him attention before. That's what it was. 2 years and
Yeah,
he's
Look,
still
Will Johnson went on his like this. He commented on it, which I like it. Wow, why you making this
We
look?
gotta
Look, we don't think it's funny. You know, he think it's funny.
we gotta get Jovi dressed up as Bob.
No, but Bob is not a
We gotta
troll.
get Jovi
Bob
dressed.
honestly believes that stuff. Everything that
Yeah,
Bob has said
he's
about
not a
me,
troll, y'all.
Bob believes that. Bob actually believes that. He doesn't troll. Bob says things that's kind of weird, but when he talks about rumors about you, he believes that. He believes you're
He be
connected.
kind of like saying some
Yeah,
stuff
he
and like,
made up
whoa.
stuff about
Trevor
me.
Babs
He said
connected with the FBI. And I'm like, what the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah.
He said, I
said
got, look, the board paid me like $10,000. When he told me that, look, I put a type. I said, Tommy, where's my money you scam me for? I want my $10,000. He got a little Christian Hughes. He said, Christian Hughes a scam, man. I'm like, what the fuck? Uber guy's a fake. He got Uber guy.
Yeah, he said that I was a multi-millionaire and that I had a yacht and I was bringing hoes on this yacht and all this kind of
Boats
stuff.
and hoes.
No, if you're a multi-millionaire dude, can I get $1 million? Can I borrow $1 million from you?
Hey Mo. Hey Mo. If I was that rich, I would have Joe. I would get a plane, a private jet, Jovi, you, me, and a bunch of other people, and we would fly around. We would fly around, and we would kick the. Well, we would just show like Brexit meetings and stuff like that, and we would.
Yeah.
If you was a multimillionaire,
why are you having it here in LA? Why is it in Detroit? Get out of here. So we would be the bad boys of the movement. We would be the bad guys. Because
we'll go to those places that nobody wants to walk into, because guess what? It's still America. We're walking into parts of America. We're not going to Afghanistan. We're not walking through Baghdad. We're walking through Brooklyn. And it's like, I don't get it. Like, why is nobody doing that? You know, if you had $1 million to spend or spare, then it would go to a thing will be like Turning Point, but we'll just call it the breaking point. And then we'll just start going to places that nobody else wants to even walk to, you know? I would put money in that.
Dan, if you want to get on here, Dan, let me know. I'll invite you on here, Dan. Dan Baker.
I think we should definitely look. I got something going on right in April, but what I got going on is going to be more of a certain group of people that are invited to it. But these people have like an open mind, and I'm talking about open. Like they're not going to hate you if you are saying some outlandish things. Like I'm just that type of person that you can say the most outlandish things, the biggest conspiracies, and I will open my ears to it because I want to learn. Because when you learn about conspiracies, you're actually learning about the truth, but people don't believe this.
Yes.
People don't.
Yes.
People need to open.
For real.
I've heard so many conspiracies, guys. I'm telling you, you guys are not even, maybe some of you are aware of it, but wow, I hear so many things that you guys wouldn't even believe. I would love to share it with you. But yeah, we should start Breaking Point. Like we show people like let me show you what you really do when you do a black movement in the MAGA movement. Let me show you. You go to Chicago, you go to Detroit, you go to Philly, you go to the worst part of Brooklyn, you know? These are the places you reach out to and you tell them, "Hey, listen, we are fighting for you." When you go to a nice neighborhood in a city or whatever, you're not really getting the message out there, you know? It's all for photo op. That's all it is, you know. Mo, come on, more. Everybody just wants to go for the photo op, you know. It's like you have to really talk to people. I met Roger Stone, and I didn't like meet him in a way that I was like, "Hey, can we take a picture?" No, we were hanging out in a bar. We were sitting right next to each other, and we were having a conversation. And this is the type of way that I interact with people. I never want to interact with someone with just a picture. It's like even with Ann Coulter. I spoke to Ann Coulter. I even asked her a question, and she was stumbling on the question, which kind of scared me, you know, because she's a very powerful woman. So when she stumbled on the question, I was like, "Uh-oh, did I break her?" I mean, she is kind of pretty. Maybe I will break her. So yeah, what was I saying?
Break it down. Break it down, You dig?
Is
She is
Anne?
pretty though.
Yeah, is she, I haven't met her in person, but how is she in person?
Oh, she's beautiful, man. Like she
Yeah,
holds nothing back. I'm telling you. Like she says whatever she's thinking. Like when I met her, I told her
yeah,
my whole situation with my scar and everything, and she was like, "Well, you need to give me the plastic surgeon's number because you look handsome." Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Damn, is she really trying to do this right now?" Because I will. Like I'll definitely get with Aunt Coulter. Aunt Coulter's pretty, man. I'm telling you. Like she's I think near 60, and she looks like that. Wow.
Hey,
yeah.
God
Janine, you
bless
want to get here,
America.
Janine?
Joey
Yeah,
want the ant to do things to him.
yeah. I grew up like I was telling Mo. I grew up in South Philly. I grew up like in the worst area of South Philly. I grew up just south of Philadelphia International, and I got to tell you, man. I mean, you want to talk about racism? I mean, South Philly, just Philadelphia in general, is the most racist, bigoted. I mean, it is awful. And then when I moved to the South. I was like, there was like nothing. I thought, I was like the South, the racism in the South. When I went from Philadelphia down to the South, there was no racism at all. It was nowhere to be found. I was in shock because I was used to such racism in Philadelphia. And it was like another world for me. I was like, where is it? Like it didn't exist anywhere.
Yeah. Same in where I live. Where I live in Brooklyn, my God, racism. But you know what it is? Let me tell you something about racism, guys, if you're listening right now. Racism's a word that was made up actually. It didn't exist before, I guess, what was it? 18, maybe 1800s. The word just was actually used for to differentiate from Europeans. It was Trotsky. Trotsky used this word. So
Yeah.
we follow into what he taught because we use words to separate us. It's like with the word nationalism. Instead of just being a nationalist, all of a sudden we're civic nationalists or white nationalists. I still don't understand how could you be a white supremacist or a white nationalist in a predominantly white country. It makes no sense to me, unless you was a white nationalist or white supremacist that went to a country that wasn't white and then you made it white. Then that is a white supremacist or a white nationalist or an ethno state. You can't say it's an ethno state just because the population is 80% white. I mean, I'm pretty sure that every country wants to be 80%, 75% of the race that it was originally, and there's nothing wrong with that. But as long as they're not trying to tell you where you can and
Oh,
cannot
there you
live.
go.
What's up?
The plug was dead in the house.
What's
Oh,
up,
here we
It's
Mo?
go.
He's a legend. Plug was Dan.
We got another deplorable in here.
Yeah.
Another bad guy.
That's all right. Hey, it's like I say, man, I'm open to anybody, man. And Mo knows that. I've invited liberals on my show, but yet they refuse to show up.
yeah,
Yep. Hey, good to see the plug with Dan, man. I'm gonna call
It's
you
like I
Devil
say,
D.
I don't have a problem breaking the ice with anybody. So I like to hear everybody's side of it. I'm pretty much like Mo. I'm independent. I'm a free thinker.
I don't. I
I
don't.
kind of think outside the
I
box.
don't think there. I don't think there are any liberals anymore. They're all leftist nut jobs.
Yep,
Nuts.
yes.
I believe so too. There is no more Kennedy crap party.
Well, yeah, okay. So this is how I see it. The conservative and the liberal debate is simple. It's whoever's constitutional that matters. And the conservatives, they seem to be more constitutional, but then you start breaking it down. Conservatives, which I like to call right now, what are the neocons, they're the ones that are actually pushing for gun control as
Yeah.
right wingers. They're also the ones trying to ban people from speaking. They're the ones censoring people. You would hear even Malcolm X speak about how the liberal and the conservative are like a fox and a wolf, and he
Right.
admits it that the wolf gives you're clear that you can never be friends with the wolf, but you could be friends with the fox. They both have the same intentions, the same idea of what is their meal, but yet they approach you differently.
They eat each
And
other.
yeah, exactly. So the fox will approach the lamb, in a different way than the wolf will, of course. But at the end of the day, he's still saying that the conservative is not my friend. And then I really dig into it, and then Malcolm X was a nationalist. I mean, he was a black nationalist, he was a Pan Africanist, but he was a nationalist. And he saw that the conservative and the liberal were just both trying to feast on him. Yeah. So that's exactly what's happening right now, where it becomes us, we have to be nationalist. We have to be constitutionalist. None of this conservative liberal crap that they're trying to feed us, because it's nonsense. Conservatives were the ones trying to ban rock and roll when Elvis was around. Conservatives were the ones burning books. Conservatives were the ones telling you that you can't read Harry Potter because it glorifies witchcraft. These were conservatives. They were the ones telling George Carlin his comedy's too dirty. Same thing with Eddie Murphy. These were the people that were going after free speech. And all of a sudden, the liberals, the evil one? No, they're not liberals. These are Bolsheviks. These are communists. These are left-wing extremists. This has nothing to do with being liberal. Liberal is to express your freedoms to the fullest extent. Sometimes it's okay. Liberalism is to express your freedoms and liberties to the fullest extent of the constitutional law. Sometimes they go overboard. They go overboard with sex. They go overboard with relationships. So you can have polygamy, pedophilia in a liberal, like some in a group that's more liberal. But at the same time, they can also respect the Constitution. They can respect age of consent. They can also respect monogamy. So there are chances of that. But you have to really ask yourself, are you liberal, are you conservative, or are you neither? Are you a nationalist? And a nationalist will stand
I would
against...
follow on the lines more of an American nationalist,
Exactly.
because I'm a constitutionalist first. And
Yes.
and I believe in free speech. I believe everybody has the right to free speech. I don't care if you're the farthest left of the wing. I don't care if you're the furthest to the right of the wing.
Yeah.
I could care less.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be the tip of the spear. I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
That's where we got it.
Amen.
Seriously, I mean, it's a spiritual battle right now, guys.
It is.
And it's both sides that's the evil side. And everybody's not looking at just being independent minded and looking at this whole picture of we're being played by both parties. Okay, the two-party system does not work anymore. It's a failure. We need a constitutionalist party. And I've been saying,
come on.
We need a constitutionalist party. And I am dead set. I want to run in a constitutionalist party when I run for 2022. I don't want to run on the left. I don't want to run on the right. I don't want to be made to run on the right. I don't want to be made to run on the left. I want to run as an independent constitutionalist. What is wrong with loving your Constitution and running under a party that says Constitutionalist Party or something like that nature?
How about this? Instead of the grand old party, we just become the brand new party. We become the BNP. We stemmed off of the GOP, but we saw the errors of the GOP, and we actually
corrected it. What it is now with me. That's how I feel about it. That's why I side with most true conservatives. But true conservatism is, like you said, it's all rhinos now. It's infested.
Yep.
And all rhinos.
Yeah, infested.
And all rhinos are, guys. Let's be honest. They're basically were paid liberals by Soros to run inside the Republican Party. Let's just talk truth here.
They're GOP puppets. They're the ones that helped Ocasio-Cortez win. People don't understand that Ocasio-Cortez was supposed to go against somebody, but you will never know that guy's name because he gave up immediately. He was just there to make it seem like there's a race. That was all it was for. It was to make it seem like the GOP is really trying to fight against this little donkey teeth socialist, So it's like
I think
it's globalism trying to sneak into America, and we've let it sneak in and creep up on us. It's time to put it to rest, and then we need to start doing rallies more and more, going to D.C., going to Philly, going to all these big cities around the country, and letting everybody know, hey, they ain't working for you, they ain't working for me, and it ain't working for nobody. The only person that's working in Washington right now is Donald J. Trump. And that's a fact, because he's working, ever since that man's been in there, he's got very little sleep. He probably gets about as much as I do, 4.5, 5 hours. He's like me, he's worried about his country. And that's me. and I don't
Yes,
want to see our
Janine, the
country.
Freedom Party,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and we
The Freedom
don't
Party.
I don't, yeah, Freedom Party.
The
That's a
freedom
good name.
party. The
I like
freedom
that one.
party.
Well,
The,
and
the
we none of us like the rhinos, John McCain and all these assholes.
No,
None of us none of us like us. I guess you want to call it like Trump voters or Trump supporters. We probably don't like at least 80% of the Republican Party or
yeah,
more. You
right.
know, can't stand those. Can't stand those. I mean, they've sold out the country,
Right.
and so yeah, we got to. It's got to be a new party. I mean,
Right.
listen, Trump, Trump is not a Republican. He's not a Democrat.
No.
I mean, he came.
He's
He
for the
came
people.
in.
yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
he came in. He
He's a
came in as a
populist.
populist nationalist for the people.
Yep.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
so
And yeah,
I mean, no, I really believe we need another third party. I mean, and they need to quit telling us we can't have this and can't have that. Our Constitution allows us to have as many amount of parties as we want. This used to
yep.
never be a problem in the '80s. You had all kinds of parties. Then in the '90s come along, no problem there. 2000, no problem there. All of a sudden, after we hit past 2010, oh, you guys can't run. You guys can't run. If you do, you've got to switch over to either Republican or Democrat when you run. If you're
Yeah.
running for president, that's bull crap.
What they call it, the duopoly, I
Yep.
think it's called. Yeah, the duopoly of this of our political system is really messed up. It's like all this money being pumped into these two parties are like injecting a
duopoly.
donkey and an elephant with steroids, you know? But
Yep.
I'll tell you right now, though, like the Republicans, they weren't strong. They weren't able to hold their own against Obama, you know? If Trump would have ran against Obama, he would have won. I know that
Right.
for sure.
Oh yeah.
Trump knew what to use against his opponent, and
They
Trump
knew
would
the
have definitely,
games.
you
Well,
know,
first of
Trump.
all, Trump had Obama's number to begin with because who's the only American civilian that made Obama produce his phony birth certificate?
Yeah.
Yep. You're gonna
Donald
lose a lot
Donald
of listeners for saying this, but yeah, the guy wasn't
Donald
born in America.
Donald
But I
Trump,
say it all the time. I tell people if
and
you don't like it, you know where the door is.
and
Yeah.
then when I thought, well, I think that I just think the birth certificate itself is just the one that they produced is a phony piece of
Well,
paper.
yeah,
Now,
no doubt about
now,
it.
now, if he was born in Hawaii or somewhere else, that's debatable. But what he produced was completely fake.
There's
But
already a
tell
video out of him this past year, not too long, like
yeah,
toward the end of last year in Africa, speaking, and he slipped up and told the truth. He told that he was born there.
His own sister said it too. His half
Yeah,
sister said
yeah,
it's been this
half
many
brother too.
years since Barack's been home. But
yeah.
he goes by another name too. He goes by Barry Soetoro, and he's a scumbag, honestly.
I
Like
Oh
think
yeah,
he's got
somebody
like three Social Security numbers, 3 or 4 different Social Security numbers.
his his
Very.
records are sealed. Nobody can recall. There's no recollection of him being in Columbia University,
Yeah,
and people that
exactly.
went there the same year as him don't remember him. Um, I even make jokes about it, but we all know who Michael Obama is,
oh
and
yeah.
what's funny is there was this meme that somebody put where Trump is like facing off the bed, and then Melania goes, "Let me guess, it's Obama's fault. This is also Obama's fault, right?" So basically saying that Trump can't perform with his own wife because of Obama. So then I posted the last time Obama, what's it call it, was inside of a woman was when he was born. Like, who you trying to fool?
Oh.
And I'm probably gonna get banned from Instagram for that. But it's just like, you can't speak the truth to people. People are afraid.
People
You
get
can't even
offended, butt hurt. You
you,
know,
you you don't believe me? Type in, "Oh, Michelle Obama pregnant." I guarantee you there's no picture out there of her pregnant,
no. And they bought those two girls off their best friends out of Chicago. I mean,
which
it's
are
obvious.
which are their godparents. Their
Yeah.
godparents look just like them.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The girls look just like their dad, actually.
Yeah. And you know what it is? It's like, why is it that everyone's talking about, "Oh my God, Trump lied 3,000 times already"? I'm like, you're president lied about his life. Obama lied about his marriage. Obama lied about his kids. Obama lied about his name, about his birthplace. Like, these are things that you shouldn't lie about. If Trump lies and says Mexico is going to pay for the wall and Mexico doesn't pay for the wall, I'm not worried about that because I'm okay with putting money into our own security. That's what you do as an American, you know? But if you're going to talk about, oh, Obama's the president of peace. Yeah, right.
Right.
BS.
Yeah, he's the president of peace. He'd have had our country in a few more pieces if he had another year. And that's
Oh,
true. He had this country set up for Hillary Clinton. That's what it was.
yeah. That was his third term. Hillary Clinton would have been his third term.
Yep. I mean, he would have handed the reins they were expecting because nobody saw Trump coming along running. Let's be honest. And not only that, when they decided to run, everybody thought he was going to win. And I thought, well, why not? He's a businessman. This country's always needed a businessman. And I've always believed that to get this thing straightened out in Washington. And why not Trump? He's always been a good businessman. So
Yeah. And you know what it is? It's like Trump has done so much for Americans way before he was president. Like, the man has given so many Americans work. And don't get me wrong, like, they're always talking about his bailouts and his him filing for bankruptcy and all. But
yeah,
it's your struggles as a businessman. You have to find a way how to keep your wealth. You have to find a way how to gain back what you lost,
right.
And he did it in a way that many people are upset. People are upset because he's president. They're not upset because of what he did as a businessman. They're and you know what upsets me is they're upset that he's president, but they're not upset at his presidency. They're upset at his personal life. That's what they
Yeah.
keep talking about. So they're
Well,
not political activists. They're personal activists.
yeah, I mean, and this just goes back to the point of where they had rhinos running under the Republican Party as Democrats, really. Let's be honest, straight up
Hmm.
socialist Democrats. Uh,
Hmm.
and basically they were sneaking inside the party, and they allowed it to happen. The Republicans did, like you said. But the thing is, it all comes down to this: they all have one initial thought. We have got to find a way to remove this president, and they're still trying to do that today. And there's obvious reasons, but a lot of people are too blinded to see it. And the thing is, it's called globalism, man, and it's real. And these clowns, like the Bilderbergers and stuff, they're the big business guys across the nation. They're the ones controlling everything. They
Yeah,
control the media and everything, and they pay
the
Soros. Soros ain't the big money guy, but he's one of them.
Yeah,
Bilderberg.
Why isn't Ocasio-Cortez talking about the Rothschilds? Why isn't she talking about the Vanderbilts? Why isn't she
Yeah,
talking about how much Nancy Pelosi has made? I mean, listen, you know what? She when she started back in like what 1920. But anyways, how did she is worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and Ocasio-Cortez ignores the people that surround her have become filthy rich in Washington D.C. Filthy
Yeah.
rich.
Look at Sanders. Sanders made bank off of his campaign and everything.
yeah,
And the man has like what, 3 homes and a
yeah.
nice
Yeah,
Thanks to
sports
the
Mr.
car.
Clintons, he
Yeah,
got that third home.
Mr. Socialism.
Yeah, I know his
Mister, I
suit is
took a
expensive
buyout
too.
so I could bail out.
I know he has an expensive suit. And that's what you guys have to understand. The mafia didn't die. The mafia was always here. And it just became the political parties. These are the mobsters, you know? At
Yeah,
one
yeah,
time,
yeah,
at,
definitely.
at one time, these guys, the La Cosa Nostra, they're the ones who ran everything, and that scared the government. The government doesn't like when people have the power. Now, I understand organized crime, people died and everything, but it was people within the group. You see,
Right.
when the mafia was around, people that were within the mafia would die. Now, politicians will kill anybody. They will make an example out of anybody. Look what's going on. They're putting our nationalists as political prisoners now. Like, there's a
Yeah.
lot of people that went to jail just for attending an event, just for saying something on social media, while they're still right now threatening this kid's life, and he's only 16.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah,
all these blue check marks on
That's right in my backyard, fellas, where that happened. That Covington Path, right
oh,
across the river from Cincinnati. Uh, yeah,
yeah, in Kentucky.
This light hurt my eyes. Come on, jeez.
yeah. I mean, seriously, it was right in my backyard. But no, they said they talked about it on the local media that morning that school was closed because of that bad snow system we had over the weekend. That school was already closed, guys, before all the threats came in. So basically, they weren't going to go to school that day no matter what. But that's beside the point. The threats and stuff need to stop. I'm just saying, there's a lot of red
I
flags
didn't
about
know
the whole
that.
thing.
I like that. I like how you pointed that out. I didn't know
I'm
that.
gonna ask you something, D Baker. I'm gonna ask you something. I told John Amar. I talked to him. I'm honest with everybody.
Oh yeah.
I don't know Q. So what's your thing about Q? I don't know Q.
My thing about Q, I believe Q is real.
Yeah,
I think it's Q Intel. It's higher up Intel.
But why he ain't showing his face though? You know we're gonna have some disagreement on some things. But I want to ask you on
right,
this.
right. Well, why would you want to show your face when this is being militarily done? Why would you want to, ruin the plan? If you're going to take back the country, do you want to give away all your secrets? You have to give away misinformation. Hey, Q gives away misinformation sometimes too, on purpose.
Showing your face, honestly, showing your face is not giving away information. I just know that because he shows his face, they will break into his home. They will grab all his computers.
Okay, right. See,
so,
I'm listening. I'm listening.
But
I want to know.
Yeah, because
I don't know Q.
Yeah, me neither. I don't follow Q at all. I don't know who Q is. I've heard about him.
So tell me. I want to know.
But I'll tell you one thing though, Q is saying things that a lot of others are saying, but he's using he's marketing it in a way. Like he's not marketing it because he's not making money off of it, but he is spreading it all over the internet, which we should all be doing. We should be doxing all these sick bastards that are inside the Antifa movement. We should expose them for what they are. We should start small, because Antifa is small, and then we reach up finally to the politicians, and it's going to take some time, but it has to be done because I have a buddy who said that he was going to run in Ohio, and the moment he announced it, he was contacted by the police department, and I think it was the lieutenant that threatened him and said, if you run, we're going to take you down. And this is what I'm talking about, that these people are part of a mafia. These are crime families. This is an organized crime right now going on, and they're doing it through politics, and they love it. They are sick bastards. They will take your kids out from your home and just hold them for ransom, and then you'll give them money, and they'll still kill them, and then they'll kill you. They want to cut everything, any loose ends, and this is happening little by little. We are not going to have our constitution if we keep letting them do this. So what people should talk about right now is getting this kid to speak on Fox News or something and expose them even more. I don't know why he's not on Fox News. People should go out there and rally for him and all the other kids that are getting death threats. What's wrong with all these 18-year-olds and these 17-year-olds, all these kids that are for Trump? I see them all the time. They don't want to do it. Everyone's afraid to stand up for nationalism because it has this vinegar taste in its mouth of Hitler or Mussolini or somebody else that's a nationalist. And it's like, you don't know what you're talking about. You have to dig deep on who these people were. You have to dig deep on who you're actually standing up for. But it takes time. It does.
I'm always amazed how easy.
I'm gonna bring this up, right? I'm gonna bring this to you, right? Look at the world comes to an end. What would you say about that?
What?
Dan Baker, what would you say about that?
About what? You have to repeat it.
About
welfare.
Yeah, what would you say about welfare?
What do I say about welfare? We got people that abuse it. I believe it needs to stop. I mean, there's people out there that need it on disability and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to lie. I'm on it right now until I get back to work. But I'm not trying to live off the system. I'm out there actually I'm starting up my own business. I'm just waiting on my income tax to come back.
So when Q is speaking, you speaking there?
Do what?
So since Q is speaking, you speaking too. When y'all say we are Q, so when Q is speaking, you speaking too, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're all Q. Yeah, we're all
Okay. I just want to
I'm
know
not.
because I want to.
No,
I'm
I'm
not
just
kidding.
saying we're
Okay.
all what it means is you're a patriot that believes that the deep state is being taken down.
Yeah,
I'm
but I'm
starting to
also
understand this shit.
I'm
I'm
not
starting to
a
understand it.
I'm not
School me.
a masked patriot. You know, I show my face. I think it's very important you show your face of the truth. And if Q doesn't want to do it, that's fine. You know, I mean, if he's going to get assassinated or something, that's a risk
Right.
you're taking for your country. You know, I
Right.
understand that you want to
Exactly.
release this information, but trust me, there's other people that are at Q level, I guess, of what is it, security breach or security?
Q clearance is what I believe.
Q clearance, right?
Talking to other people that
Well,
have been in the military.
look what's going
I'm
on with
starting to
Google.
understand the Q
Look
thing.
look what's going on with Google. Look what's going on with Microsoft. They're actually doing contracts with the military. These people have that type of clearance as well, and that's what people don't understand. I mean, Google knows exactly where you are at all times. I mean,
Yeah.
you have an app that says Google Maps. This thing knows exactly where you are, the places you go, the places you've been, the places that you normally go. They'll know where to find you. You
Oh
understand?
yeah.
So this is what we have to really do. We have to fight against these conglomerates that are just really pushing for control over our own personal lives through what? Through the internet, through the phones. It's like we can't do anything without location anymore. When was
Right.
this a necessity for them to know exactly where we were? There's some apps that you can't even function without location, and people
Yeah.
are not really
Yes.
talking about this. So what is everybody doing? Everybody's tweeting. Everybody has a location on. Everybody's located, and then guess what happens? Google doesn't like Trump. Google try to lie about Hillary Clinton Google searches, you know. So guess what? They're going to give information to the left. I'm on Discord chats right now, and on Discord they're connected with a left-wing group called Unicorn Riot, which is a left-wing publication that doxes people. So Discord gives their conversations to Unicorn Riot. And that's the problem. We have all these tech companies connected with the left wing, and we're
Yeah.
screwed. We're screwed. So we can't find a thing like Gab or that to communicate. We have to do it on their platforms, but we have to expose it. So what do? I call out pedophilia on Facebook. If they ever ban me on Facebook for calling out pedophilia, then that means they sympathize with pedophilia, and I got them right there. And that's what I'm doing right now. I did get banned, however, for doing absolutely nothing, which was shocking. Like I did absolutely nothing, and I got banned, but they're going after us. So you
Oh
guys
yeah.
got to
Of course he is.
you got to take it seriously.
Oh
You can't
yeah.
just
It has to be taken serious. That's for sure. I mean, you got family. Your family's like you said earlier is involved and everything. So you gotta be
yeah,
careful.
yeah.
So
It's
but the
it
way I
gets
look at it, I follow as much
Hey,
information as I can and use my own discernment.
okay, hey, Dan, can we do a Q special on my channel?
When do you want to do it?
Whenever. I want to get all the Qs on there and everybody. I let y'all take the damn flow. I won't even say too much because I want to let y'all talk on there. Get Ryan Johnson on here. I want Ryan Johnson. Fed up warrior.
here.
Well,
Let me.
you got Ryan's number, don't you? Let's get a hold of him and see what he says.
Okay, look
And I've been
look what
asking him.
the
You know what I'm saying? He kind of been like, you know.
look what
I
they're
don't know.
doing in France. In France, they're fighting against the government, right? You have nationalists and socialists
Yeah.
united together fighting against the government. That's something they probably won't even tell you, that the groups do consist of both. Probably more socialists because they're actually people that are fighting against the government for more government assistance. But that's something that you don't hear about. But it's the Yellow Vest movement, right? So then the people in America are saying we need to have the Yellow Vest come to America. And I'm thinking to myself, we have a red hat that says "Make America Great Again." Why can't we use that? Why are we always trying to use somebody else's ideas and try to
All
we
right.
always want to be trending and popular just because it's global, just because it's mentioned all over the place. We're Americans. We're the innovators. We're the influence. We're the
I've
inspiration.
also, hey Jovi, I've also mentioned it on my live before that why don't we do a red, white, and blue vest instead of a yellow
Yeah, exactly.
with an
It's
American
it's
flag up here?
like I'm telling you right now, we have a hat that has so much power within the word itself. I've
Yep.
been to
Yes.
DC with 5 people, and I managed to like really cause an uproar. You can do that just by using the hat. You can do it everywhere. You can walk any city in America and cause an uproar all because of your hat. And I think because those kids are being threatened, we need to stand with them. I hate saying it like this because that's how the left talks. We need to stand in solidarity with these kids, and we need to put on our MAGA hats, and we need to march and walk in all these cities, you
Right.
know?
Yes.
That's it. I mean, I agree with you. I mean, hey, I mean, these kids stood up. Basically, they. I mean, he might have stood there, but he
Okay.
was not threatening whatsoever. Let's be honest. And that,
Yep.
and they, Brian Johnson already, like he said, Brian James Johnson, whatever, like he had already said on his live here recently, that Indian guy, he is a far left wing nut,
Straight up.
straight up. It
He's
don't
a
matter. And there ain't no ifs,
Come
ands, or
on
buts, cutting
now,
around.
man.
It's exactly
he's an
what he.
antagonizer, that's all. He did
Yeah,
that on purpose.
he
You have
paid to
Antagonizer.
do that. He
you
was
have
paid to do that.
what do you that lives now?
Woman.
Like he's walking towards them, right? Let me tell you something. You're a 50-year-old man, right? I don't know how old he is. You walk towards a 16-year-old and you're banging a drum in his face, like right in his ear. That has got to be the most annoying thing, and that's what the left likes to do. The left likes to make a noise. They like to be loud. They even call it what they call it. They call it a noise demonstration or something, and they just like to blur sirens. They do it right in your ears. I had some idiot in California. This was like in San Francisco. He had two megaphones. I call them megaphones, and he blared the sirens on both of them. I walked up right next to him, and I had them both blaring in my ear. I don't know why I did this, and then I just clicked the switch off, and then I just walked away. And then they all chased me, and I had an American flag in my hand. There were Antifas, there were thugs, there were like people that just got out of prison. They were all ganged up together, and they love making noise. And they do that so that they can do it right in your ears, so you will react, and then you wind up swinging at them, and then they want to put you in jail. They don't want you to be annoyed. They want you in jail, or they want you dead. And we have to realize, how are we going to have strategy against all of their tactics? They use black bloc tactics, and that's something else that's very dangerous that I've dealt with. You guys have to be very careful. Now, I'm not telling you to be afraid. I'm just saying be careful. Put on your MAGA hats. Be aware of your surrounding. I saw a video when a guy put on a Roger Stone shirt in Boulder, Colorado, and he made a video right after with an eye patch or something on his eye because they cut his eye open, all because he's wearing a Roger Stone shirt. This is how violent the left is. But you know what? It's not about us being violent. It's about us self-defending. So you use self-defense, but my God, do you get violent? Like if they try to get violent with you, you get violent back. But it's also to defend yourself. We don't fight. We fight back. We might not throw the first punch, but we will throw the last. And I encourage you to honestly understand that.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Now I want to ask you guys something. Are you guys going to the rally in DC? I know me and Mo's going. I know a couple
Yeah.
other.
Oh yeah, I'll be there next month, man.
February.
I definitely will, you dick.
Which one?
February.
The rally in DC. I think it's the 28th, ain't it, Mo? 27th, 28th.
February?
It's
February.
the 23rd, I think.
February 23rd.
23rd. Okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
February?
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
check it out. I'll probably head out there. I'm not too far. If you're gonna go, Mo, I'll probably go because you're traveling farther than I am. So there's no excuse for me, honestly.
We'll all meet up.
Let's kick it. We have the party kick it, Joe. Let's do it. Let's kick it, Joey.
Yeah.
I wanna.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it as well. And I'm gonna be
Yeah,
wearing
get
this
your ass
makeup.
on here, nigga.
Yeah. You're gonna see
Who's
that.
hosting it?
Oh, it's I can't remember her name. She was on Will Johnson's program the other day, and she was talking about it.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
called,
Okay.
oh man, it's the
I'm actually gonna reach out
American.
to her. Look, I'm gonna be one of the speakers. I'm gonna make sure of that. Trust me.
What's her name?
The The
You know,
website was called American. It's called American Defense. Shit, I can't remember.
Margarine. I know who it is.
If you,
Margarine,
if
Marvin.
she was on Will Johnson like yesterday.
Yeah, she was on there yesterday.
So if you just go to the archive, you'll find it, and she gives out the web address, and apparently it's going to be big. Apparently, that's what she's saying.
Well, that's the thing,
Oh,
though.
yeah, it
Like,
is.
I want to go to these events, and Mo, if you're gonna speak, then damn well I'm gonna try to speak as well, if anything. But I don't want people lying to the people in the crowd, you know? Like we have to be honest with ourselves what the issue is in our country. And the issue isn't race. The issue isn't political differences. The issue is political correctness. The issue is control over your freedoms, your rights. That's the issue.
The big
And
issue is too much government.
and I'm the type that like I want to speak to people, but I want to be honest with them. I don't want to sugarcoat. I don't want to be very,
And now
Be yourself. That's what
I
I
don't.
always say. Just
Well,
be yourself.
you can't be a MAGA ass kisser.
But
No,
that's the
just gotta
thing.
get.
Like, look, I'm in this movement. I'm in this movement because of Trump, but I'm not in this movement to just like, uh kiss Trump's ass. I'm not here to kiss Trump's ass. I think Trump's incredible. I think Trump will probably be the last president we ever have. I can't
think
think of
so too.
anybody else. I can't think of anybody else after him, because there's going to be like a civil war when he gets reelected. Like he's going to be in the White House and he's going to be surrounded by his security, and then they're going to try to rush into the White House. And you're going to see a lot of people probably shot dead because they try to rush in. And I'm telling you, this is bound to happen. There will be a civil war. Hopefully, I'm wrong. Hopefully, it comes in like 8 years from now. But this is scary. And you know what? You can't be scared. You have to
No.
prepare. You
Okay.
have to prepare.
To
You can't
everybody,
be scared.
we are running. We actually run out of time, y'all. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I've been working in the morning, and man. So everybody get 1 minute apiece. Rant 1 minute apiece. Everybody.
Go ahead, guys. I'll do last since I was last to come on.
Okay,
No.
I'll go and get this over with. All right, everybody listen to me. Everybody listen to me. We have to stick together. We got to stop squabbling and infighting. We can't be MAGA ass kissers. We have to be honest with each other, and we have to fight. We have to be smarter than the left. We got to be smarter than them.
What's your take on
be
food stamps? What's your take on food stamps on free stuff being shut down? What's your take on that?
No, I mean, hey, you know what? We got enough of this handouts. These handouts. I mean, these people.
Okay.
It's got to stop. We got to stop it. We got to stop. I mean, is somebody going to work 15 hours a day while someone else sits on their ass? No, we got to stop it.
Yeah. I agree. Even though I'm getting them right now for the first time in my life, but right now, Mo knows my situation.
Yeah, you got a situation. You deserve it. It's different. These people don't deserve that because they.
But I don't want somebody to say, have pity on me because I'm using them and all that. No, I'm just saying.
No, hell no.
I hate to use them. My son will tell you, I hate using them. I hate going to the store and using them. I get red faced because I feel like I'm so out of place. I feel like this is not me, man. I want to go back to work so bad. But I'm waiting on a business loan, man. That and taking my tax money and going toward it too. So there's a lot going on with me, man. And dealing with the wife's death, that was hard enough. But
damn,
I'm ready to go back to work now. It's been
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, cancer, man, sucks. That's all you can say.
Yeah,
man. Man, there's been a lot of stuff going on right now. Coming threes.
Well, I guess.
Thank you, everybody.
All right.
All right, Mo. Thanks, Mo.
Later, Mo.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Hey, holler at me, Dan.
I sure will, brother.
I'm finna start a broadcast right now. I'm gonna talk to y'all for a few seconds. All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming on. Love y'all. Y'all be blessed.